My
At this
God.
point, in Kevin Durant's career, bro, he is a trophy wife. And what I mean by trophy wife is it looked good to have him on the team. We go and we like, man, you got Kevin Durant. Man, that's a bad little bitch you got right there, boy. 30 points, 25 points. And then you go home. Everybody know, hey, that's a good one. You go home and it's empty. It's go home and it don't mean nothing.
Bro,
Hey, Red, you
KD
go
come off the
home. Look,
bench.
hold on, kid. I asked for it uninterrupted. When you go home, you get in the bed and you like, man, I wish I had a man Thompson and Paulo Ventura or Wemby. And you like, God. And then look, and what Kevin Durant do? Just like Ruby Rose, just like Laura Harvey, just like Drake. He say, hey man,
He got
hey,
my
it was
nigga
fun.
bad bitch.
Hey, Red, it was fun. It was fun. I see you later. I'm gonna go holler at the next young thing. Hey, Wemby, you over there, Wemby? Darren Fox, let me come play with him. We can do that. That's what Kevin Durant is. He is a trophy wife. At this point in his career, bro, it don't mean nothing. Having him on your team does nothing for your team. He ain't been to a Western Conference Finals since 2020, bro. It just sound crazy to y'all because it's Kevin Durant.
That's facts.
Welcome to eLab, your ultimate basketball laboratory, where we dissect the game from every angle.
You are watching a master at work.
What is?
Listen, we got I wanted to start like this, man. Hey man,
Uh-huh.
y'all was right. Hey, Stephen A. Smith, I hope you listening. Because if we get this type of basketball, March Madness is alive and fucking well. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear no Cinderellas. I don't need to see no 16 seed make it to the Elite Eight. I don't need to see no McNeese State. I don't need none of that. If we getting this type of hoops, hey man, I'm locked in. Yeah. Give me all the ones, bro. Give me all the ones, bro. So how y'all feel? Hey, I figure we go in order, man. Let's go Florida versus Auburn first, man. Talk to me, guys.
Hey, hold
How
on
y'all
though.
feel
You
about
got you got to you got to shout out UTC first though. They won the NIT
Oh
championship.
yeah, NET.
Yeah.
Shout out to the city.
Yeah.
I forgot. Shout out to
Yeah,
them coming back winning at overtime because they went down like
yeah.
10 to 14 points. I forgot they did. Shout out to the city,
Bro,
boy.
bro, missed that layup. Bro, missed that layup.
I didn't
And they
watch
was
the game.
missing
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't
bad
watch
free
the
throws.
Was it? I didn't watch the game. I didn't. Yeah, but I did see that they won winning the OT, man. But yeah, shout out to the city for sure, for sure. Also, like y'all said before we get started, shout out to the people that's watching us, bro. Last video on YouTube got 150 views, bro. That's the most views we done got since we done started this, bro. So appreciate y'all for that, bro. We got 1 million views on TikTok through all our stuff. On Facebook, on my personal thing, when I post stuff, we got a 1.5 million, bro. So essentially, we got like over 2.5 million views in the last 6 months across all platforms, bro. So appreciate y'all showing love, tapping in with the guys, man. But yeah, man. So let's get into this, bro. Florida versus Auburn, man. Somebody talk to me. About how y'all feeling about that one, man.
Go ahead,
Or who
Ken.
was
Set it off, Ken.
Oh, look at Kid. Go ahead, Kid. It's your team.
Walter.
Let me know.
Walter Clayton Jr.
Who is that?
Whatever his name is, man.
Who
He
is
know
that
who
though?
he is.
Real
He know who he is.
He the best guard. He the best guard in the tournament. He the best guard. Hey, he gotta be top 5. I got him top 5.
Top
In the
five
draft.
Top
what?
5 what? Top 5 draft pick or top 5 what you saying?
You
Top
got to
5
be top.
draft pick.
Oh wow.
I don't disagree
Oh,
though.
wow.
I think he the most polished guard in the NCAA right now though.
Cooper Flag, Ace Bailey, Walter.
Dylan Harper.
They gonna pick
Oh,
Dylan
yeah.
Harper.
So wait, y'all taking him over Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey?
No. We said top 5. He gonna be in the
Look at
top
Ted.
5.
I'm talking about Ted. Look at Ted's face.
But let's be real
Nah.
though. Rutgers, they just over there hooping, man. Them boys don't know how to win no game. They just over there shooting shots. That's it.
They
Hey, man,
18. You want that old man? They 18. Clay like 25.
They
He
are.
ain't gonna get drafted over there.
No,
He ain't gonna
no.
get drafted over none of them because
Not this
all of
brother.
them they 6'10" or better. He ain't getting drafted over
I
there.
ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
Dylan Harper is a freshman, so he has a lot of upside.
Yeah.
But I want to see. Well, excuse me. I want to draft what's real right now. You get what I'm saying? Like I seen this dude do a 30 clip. I seen this dude drop buckets when he's winning, drop buckets when he's losing.
Then it's
I
like,
only see Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey hoop when they down and it's all empty buckets. Real talk. When every time that I seen the pivotal games and they was close, they struggled.
Unfortunately, guys that ain't how the NBA work. They're gonna draft
I
them
was just
based
gonna
off
say,
potential and what they need.
Yeah,
So
I like the
he gonna-
statement. I like the statement.
yeah,
But
I like the
they
statement though.
drafted
Yeah,
It's
that ain't how
like-
the league works.
that's why I asked y'all last pod. 22 years old for the league, bro. They consider you behind because it looked good now, but when you get to the league, Wemby's 19, Wemby's 20. You feel what I'm saying? So
You
I'm
can't
not
you
mad at
can't
what you're
hold
saying,
me
though, Ted.
accountable because in some situations, not him because he's different, but you can't hold me accountable for trying to work on my degree just in case I'm trying to build up a plan B because this NBA stuff may not work out. You're not gonna drop my stock because I'm out there hooping another years. Bro, look at the kid from Kansas. He a 7-year return senior, bro. Come on, bro. Like
Your
y'all,
stock got to drop.
Hunter Dickinson.
Stock
Yeah.
got to drop.
but that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna penalize me for going for my degree. That's not gonna drop my
I
stock.
I'm
rock.
not saying
I
you're
rock.
wrong. Go ahead, Red. Go ahead,
But
Red.
I say this: Anthony Edwards is 23 years old right now. Think about all the stuff he accomplished.
And I rock with him too, but you gotta think too, you got AC 6'10", you got Coop, he's 6'10", and he 18, and you got Dylan Harper who like he's 6'6", 6'5" at
Yeah,
what 18, 19. They
yeah.
all gonna get drafted over
They
them because
want
of potential.
they
And you
want
got less tape on. They want the younger you can get.
yeah,
Red.
they want
I'm
young.
so red. I'm so sick of that word. I'm so sick of that word.
Which word? What's the word, Ted?
Potential versus what I'm already producing. You get what I'm saying? I get what Red talking about because those are prototypical builds. This is what we're looking for. These are guys that are utility guys that can be potentially number one options. But Clayton is raw right now. What we talking about, fellas?
But I guess my question
Not
is, if
mad
you
at
had
it.
the best, if you was $1 million company, you had to bet your money on somebody that's 20, 23, 24, based off of somebody that's 18, and you giving them a 4-year window. That dude that's 18, he got a better chance of reaching his ceiling than that guy that's 24 because he already probably done peaked out at that age.
Yeah.
I get it, but then
That's
we
how
can
they
use that.
feel.
We,
That's how
we
the
can use
NBA
that.
feel.
We can use that same theory of yesterday. It was a whole bunch of 18-year-olds versus a whole bunch of 22-year-olds, and who came out on top? The Houston guys, the experienced guys, the guys that he's going to be around more older guys. These are the
Coaching
guys
too.
that are coming into the NBA that are going to be surrounded by more polished,
Well,
older, experienced guys in the locker room, and he could just come right there and mold.
but
Sometimes perfect example. There's a lot of guys that been the man since they was what 12. Now they 18, 19. They pop and they crazy, and then they are very, very, very hard to coach. You see what we got going on out here. I ain't gonna drop no names, but there's a lot of people that are young. They're not coachable, and it's not tangible for the game. That's all I'm saying.
Mikey
Hold
Mikey
Hey,
Williams.
I'm gonna
hey,
say, I'm gonna
Dylan
say this
Harper.
though.
There you
Hold on,
shout
Red.
out
Let
you,
Zay go,
Ken.
Red. Let
Hey,
Zay go,
Okay.
Red. What you got, Zay?
Dylan Harper. He want to play with his brother in the league.
Who is his brother?
Ron Harper Jr.
Ron Harper Jr. Who he play for?
Yeah. The Pistons.
Oh shit! Oh
The
god,
one
you
that
found a way to
He
sneak
gonna
this.
he
I'm
gonna
like,
he gonna
who?
they go and sneak that shit in there. But look, hey,
I ain't heard Ron
Uh,
Harper Jr. is out. Who is that?
But
I
he
didn't
all I
even
was
know he
gonna
was in the
say,
league.
but I think he went to Rutgers though too though. Whenever he was
he
in
did go,
college.
he went to Rutgers. But what I was gonna say is what I said yesterday in the group chat. It shows in college basketball when you got a dominant guard that can go get you a bucket, you always got a better chance than when you got to start as a 4 or 5.
Look, hold on, and then Red, I want to touch on that. I was gonna say this to Ted's point though. Like Ted, it's like if Walter Clayton was a power forward to me, if he was a 22-year-old power forward or center, I would take that risk. Putting him as a 22-year-old
Right.
point guard in the league it's gonna be in my mind. It's just tough for a guy of his caliber to go in and succeed at the point guard position because you playing to me the point guard position is the best position in the league from top to
Okay.
bottom. They got you got a matchup every night, and I don't.
Okay.
I'm just saying if he was young, if he was playing center, I would take that risk. But if he's playing point guard, I'm taking Dylan Harper to grow and learn. Just in my opinion, if I'm if I'm a team like let's say like a San Antonio or let's say like the Pistons, right? If I'm the Pistons, where I can have him come off the bench and have time to learn and grow, cool. But with the NBA, bro, it's a microwave, and they throwing the 18-year-old point guard is starting now. Whoever is getting drafted, your rookie season, you is start like Ricochet for the Hawks. He's starting. You coming out, and we need you to produce right now. You think Walter Clayton can go produce? Oh my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Well, I'm saying that's another thing too. Like we keep talking about the old age and everybody in college right now. We're not even thinking about the international players that they're gonna throw in the draft too. So it's a lot of players that we don't even know about.
Yeah, but I think the best time to cook is right now.
It don't be guard. It don't be guards. It'd be like big man. It'd be power forwards and centers.
Yeah. They got enough women.
I guess my question is who need a point guard, and also who need a point guard that's going to come in and shoot the ball that many times.
Washington Wizards.
But I'm saying like I don't think the Washington Wizards. Why would, especially if we talking about somebody that's good, why would you send anybody? Why would anybody want to go there?
Sometimes circumstantial basketball, you can't help yourself.
But I was gonna say, you can though. If you got a good agent, you can work your way out of there depending on where you are in that draft.
Sometimes people don't care; they just want to get in the league and get that experience.
I guess the Pelicans could use a guy like Walter Clayton. Like
What about Miami Heat right now? Miami Heat needs the point guard.
Could use a guy.
Yeah, the Heat.
You say Liv?
He got. Oh, that would be the only
thing. Could he replace Van Fleet and the Rockets?
How far are they up in the
I like Van Fleet. He could though. I can see it like a fit. He could fit there. Is he? Because like this, let me ask y'all this.
He need to come off the bench wherever he goes.
Is he better than Reed Shepherd was? How much better is Walter Clayton than Reed Shepherd?
As a bucket, probably he better, but I think Reed is a better all around player in the sense.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like
Reed Shepherd is struggling, and he is. Yeah. I mean,
but he went into a stacked team though.
He went to a bad situation.
He went to a stacked team. It's not like he was.
Walter Clayton can also do that though.
He gonna go to a bad.
Okay, so let me ask you this: How much better you think that Reed Shepherd was better than Isaiah Collier last year? USC.
How much better?
He was better.
If Reed is a 10, I give Collier like an 8.5.
But the point that I'm making is he went to Utah and started killing off the bat because he was in a bad situation. That's all I'm trying to say, fellas. Sometimes,
right.
I think when you're good, you're good. Doesn't matter how old you are, is what I'm trying to say. I get what y'all are saying as far as rolling the dice and say, all right, do I want this kid that's raw, 18 years old, full of talent, and can get better, get molded, or do I want to take this risk of throwing this 22-year-old guy in there, and then if it doesn't work out, so let's say we give him a little 4-year plan, then we rub our eyes and say, damn, this dude is already 26, 27, and he hasn't even remotely been close to where we thought he was going to be, because he was just good in college. So I get that, but my thing is, we don't look at this guy. I mean, I'm not trying to glaze OD, but we don't see this guy as one of them ones when it comes to the guards in college history.
This run is up there. This run is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's crazy, bro. We talked about it in the chat a little bit. Like we looked at Vernon Maxwell numbers. His numbers is up there with Vernon Maxwell. So we looking at Florida guards and stuff, bro. He's one of them. But now to Red's point, as far as just saying the best teams or the best way to win is having a 1 and 2 versus a 3 or 4. I can't really argue with you on that. I don't really know who else. I mean, UConn last year had Stephen Castle, right? When Stephen Castle they got, and then they had the big guy that just Klingen that went to Portland. So I mean, I only really think I don't have any discussion as far as that. The only other person I could think of with a big man was their best player was Zion in the last 5 or 6 seasons. So, and they didn't even win. I think Houston won. Texas Tech won with Brandon Miller, I believe. Don't quote me though. But but yeah, I think it's valid. I think you're right. But the game itself, though, y'all, did y'all learn anything about, I guess, Florida or Auburn? Because Auburn, we talking about maturity. You don't get
Auburn's been doing this in the whole tournament though. Like basically, they just ain't been getting it done, and they just played a team that was much better than them. So that's
Auburn went away from their bread and butter, dog. When they was going down. The big guy, what's his name? Johnny Broom. Yeah. When he they went away from it. Like they started bringing him out. Just let him get on the block and dominate. He was killing on the block. But
he was slow walking them too, bro. I didn't like that. I was like, they weren't doubling him either. He would catch the ball and literally like just one dribble, two dribbles, three. It was just
that's how he played out. Yeah. So it's like, he was killing on the block, but sometimes people go away from their bread and butter, dog.
Yeah, and then what's my man that got the dunk when he dunked on 2 on? What's his name? I can't think of number 15.
Elijah Martin.
Elijah Martin.
Yeah, when he did that, I said, "Oh yeah, they got it. Yeah, they got it."
He got one. He got one every game.
Yeah,
he got one every game.
But the thing about Auburn that I seen, fellas, is your best player. It's kind of like you were saying, he was slow roasted. He ain't had no conviction. Like this was just gonna be like he lackadaisical. You know what I mean? He's good and whatever the case may be. But when he started seeing that Walter Clayton started heating up, he didn't have no sense of urgency. Like, hey, look, this is the most important game of my life. You get what I'm saying? And like you said, Red, they went away from him, but also the touches that they did give him. He won't trying to get no contact. He was slow roasting. He was going away from the centers. Like it didn't seem like he was taking it so serious because he thought that he just had it in the bag because they jumped on Florida early in the first half. You get what I'm saying?
You can tell. You can tell they didn't care. They start. Let me not say didn't care, but they was laughing when the guy left-handed guy he jumped He tried to pump fake, jumped and traveled,
He
came down
traveled,
on the
yeah.
foot and shot it. He traveled. It was like maybe 40 seconds left. His man came over. They laughing. They like, yeah, man, my bad. They laughing. So I think it speaks to what you saying.
But see, that was also the
they was just like, yeah, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, so
that's also my point though.
respect.
Like y'all
Go
said,
ahead,
the
Ray.
Lexus Days good shit. Like when you got what's his name, Janai Broom. That's
Yeah.
his name. Yeah, Janai Broom. He a 4. There's only so many times, only so much I can do. Like compared to Clayton Jr. Like shit, Clayton Jr. get off that motherfucker and come back to it. You got to get to him at the top of the key. You
Yeah,
got to
that's true.
open this bitch up.
A
That's
lot
why I
more
said as a
movement,
guard,
yeah.
you got way more opportunity to have the ball and make
I ain't mad at
decisions for the game. But as a big, you waiting on somebody else to get you that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because
And
you
he
got
hit
to
some
Make
tough
understand
shots.
where the double teams is coming from, right?
Yeah.
So like wings and guards can double team the big man before they establish they move. You can't bring that big man all the way up there and doubling a point guard as good as Clayton because he's gonna get everybody else involved. So where the double team is going and what you're leaving behind, you could, you know what I'm saying? You could rotate up on the perimeter if you do try to send that help towards the big man. But the thing about it with them is Florida is big enough in regards of length and height, no Diddy, in regards to being able to guard Broom without having to have
They
everybody
didn't
just
help.
double
Yeah,
team.
they didn't help.
They didn't need the help. Yeah, of course you might have that one-on-one mismatch, but 9 times out of 10, the height from these centers made it difficult for him. Versus Clayton, can't nobody guard him, so it doesn't matter who you throw at him. And then he has everybody just cutting for him, setting picks with conviction. Like when the dude gets the screen and he takes maybe 1 or 2 dribbles to the left or right, bro, he is wide open.
He's
That's why,
shooting it with
and that's
unconscious. He is
and that's
unconscious.
why,
He don't care.
and that's
He
why I like him though. Like that's why I
no.
like him though, because he don't do. He's a like Zell said the other day in the group chat. He's a real pro, bro. He don't do a lot of extra shit. He do just what's needed. That's why I like him.
Right.
And then
He's ready.
also with Auburn, I think Pettiford ain't really played as much as he played yesterday in the whole tournament for real.
Yeah.
You kind of threw him out the bad time, but I also think, he was just young. Like at the guard, he could have been the X factor, but he was young, and the maturity level of Clayton, just withstood the test of time because he a bucket too. Yeah. But I like what Ted said too though. My last point was it's hard when you got an elite guard like that because even you can't bring the double. I can bring that motherfucker to the top of the key and stretch you out. So if you double me, you put your center or your power
middle
forward in
be
a bad
wide
position.
open.
Yeah, it's a
Middle
bucket.
is wide open.
And
when
they
you on that
all
block,
love
like you
shoot
said.
threes.
Yeah, so you put everybody in the bed. Only thing I got, my only thing I'm scared of for Florida, Ken, the big guy, I can't think his name. I think he like the 3-man.
Will Richard.
Yeah, him. He got to look for a shot. He had a lot of open shots yesterday.
He got
was
to
just
shoot
catching
that
ball
midi,
and
man.
Yeah, he was open at the
But
mid.
it's a confidence thing with him. He's been struggling.
I don't care about that. He got to shoot, but he got to shoot though against Houston, bro. Like because he can actually score the ball. I watched the play, but he
wasn't even looking at the rim.
Yeah, he wasn't looking at the rim. He had like 3-4 shots. He was open.
You got to get that baby hook. That baby hook at mid something. What you about to say, Lil? My bad.
Good.
Oh no, you got to get that baby hook that mid. If you gonna play that spot, bro, you got to be a threat because like y'all said, even when they are double teaming Clayton at the top, that shot you have the whole floor, so you catching it at the free throw line and you can make any decision. And
but that's how you shoot the boys out of a zone. You shoot the boys out of a zone by doing exactly what you said. You shoot them out of zone.
Yeah, man. So yeah,
everybody can shoot. I'm saying from the everybody can shoot.
And I just want him to shoot the ball. Yeah, everybody can play.
It might have been just a moment though, y'all. That was a good game. Like Florida was losing a good 30 minutes of the game.
They was 8 to 10 in the second half.
8 minutes in the second half, like a 14-2, 11-2 run,
something like that.
They was losing, so maybe
you keep on talking about they losing. They've been losing the last 3 games. The last 3 games they've been playing from behind.
They've been coming from behind.
So the biggest thing about me is, I love the cohesiveness, but the poise is the number one thing with Florida. Like, when Red used to tell me or to tell us about getting punched in the mouth, and then a lot of guys don't know how to answer like that. Florida knows how to just stay inside the pocket, take the punches, make the adjustments on the fly, because at the end of the day, in reality, Florida don't really call a lot of timeouts. No. So that's telling me that these guys are making adjustments. They're making adjustments in the middle of the game, and that shows a lot of experience that you can just say, "Hey, look."
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And just trusting Walter Clayton, right? And your coach is trusting that your point guard is the floor general. Like
It's
Like
like
you got a
you know what I'm
real
saying?
guard now. You got a real
Yeah,
it's
guard
man.
like
on your team.
each game he's getting better and better. I don't know,
Well, he
man.
gonna have to
Listen,
bring
man,
his A game, motherfucker. He gonna have to bring his A game
30.
against
I
them
thought
H-Town
Zell,
boys.
Hey,
he
he
Hey,
draft
getting
stock gonna
what's
be
up,
better
Zell?
and
rising.
better.
look, no hate,
Zell,
no
wrap us up on the
disrespect.
Florida
Look,
game, man.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
my
go
bad,
ahead,
Greg.
go ahead, go. Now go ahead, Zed.
No. I was just gonna say Walter Clayton Jr. I feel like this national championship game he gonna play even better than once like the workouts come in for the draft and stuff like that. I feel like his draft is gonna it's gonna
His
rise
stock is
up.
gonna, and that's what I
Bro,
was gonna say. I was
somebody
gonna say, no disrespect to Houston, but I think, man, I'm taking Florida, dog.
Hold
They,
on, Red. Don't say it yet. So
boy,
we gotta talk about them first.
boy,
Hold on. We gotta talk
boy.
the Houston
Let's talk
Duke
about the
game,
other
right?
game first. Let's talk about the
We
other game
gotta
first.
talk
Yeah.
about the Houston Duke game
Go
first. Because I
ahead.
want to get into that, man. How y'all who start us off with Houston Duke, man? What you got, Leo? Go ahead, Leo. Did
Go
you
ahead,
watch
Leo.
the game, Leo?
H
I watched it.
time.
I watched it, man. It was in the
How you
box,
feel
man.
about it, man? Because you had to be scared. There's no way you thought y'all was winning that whole game. Come on, man. Come on. There's
I
no
was
way
even
you thought
shook.
y'all was winning
I
that
was
game, bro.
shook.
Come on.
Hey,
I,
Ted called it though. He called that shit. He called that shit perfect. He said, "Hey," he said, "Hold on, they about to come back." And hey,
Did
them
he?
niggas I don't
I
think
ain't
they
see him
scored
say that.
again.
Yeah.
When he said, I don't think they scored again. It was 70-67, right? Because it was
they,
61
they, they
67.
only scored 2 field goals in the last 10 minutes.
Facts.
That's
That's
nasty.
that's
That's nasty.
ooh.
One,
Field goal.
go ahead, Ted.
Hey,
Go ahead, Ted. My bad.
The
I'm
thing about Houston is they got poised as well because they shot terrible in the first half, fellas. Duke had them very uncomfortable. Duke pushed a lot of those guys on the perimeter off the 3-point line. So sometimes when you take that maybe extra 1 or 2 dribbles or the extra step to the left or to the right or go inside, that throws a lot of these rhythm guys off. And you think that is not really a big deal. And a lot of people say, why can't you just hit the midi? The midi is a lost art even in college. It's very rare. You know what I mean? There are those, like handful of guys that actually hit the mid range,
Absolutely.
but
Yeah, absolutely.
when you push them off and you make them do things that they actually don't practice, then it shows. But the thing about Houston is, like Red says all the time, Houston's coach is such an underrated coach where he has so many adjustments on the fly and was like, all right, well, they doing all this. We're going to make Jawan put a lot of pressure on Duke Center. And then everybody collapsed. And they started hitting floaters. They started getting fouled.
Look,
And it was an avalanche of problems.
speaking of coaching, right? Coaching. He is 69. I think this is a 37 season. I saw they put up the graphic. 37 seasons for Ralph Sampson, and then 3 years for John Shire. And I feel like it might have showed. My bad. Go ahead, Lil. What you had, dog?
I think if I'm not mistaken, I think they said Samson can get his 800th win if you win the championship, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That'd be lit.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that come with the coaching, though. You know, the
But
experience.
so to what I said, I'm scared of Houston. I'm scared for Houston because they start off hella slow. Like if they shoot a lot of threes, if they not hitting, that's a problem.
I
So
didn't think they
gotta-
started off slow, Red. What I think was Uzin got in foul trouble, and they didn't have Uzin playing in that first half. So he didn't play maybe 15 minutes, 14 minutes of that first half, bro. So to go in the halftime down 6, I was still kind of like, maybe they got a chance because Uzin ain't playing.
I guess what I'm saying
Cryer
is
had half of their points, I believe. I think Cryer
they
had
shot a
15
lot
of
of
the 28.
They shot a lot of bad threes though in the beginning. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you ain't making them motherfuckers, get to your bread and butter, get down low and get to what they did in the second half. They stopped shooting
Big
so
Lou
many
was
threes
hooping.
and started
I
getting to
can't
their
remember his
rim.
name.
Yeah,
What's the postman for them, Ted? What's his name?
Jawan.
Yeah,
I just
he
hate.
was
I
hooping.
guess
Jaywan Roberts and JoJo.
I guess I just hate the way the new game is played. Not saying it like because I don't really dislike the game itself, but like if you missing,
Playing outside
get
in.
get to where you know you can score. Like if you missing that shit, get down here. Don't be shooting 8 to 10 threes. You can shoot yourself out the game that way. Just so happen Duke didn't go on a big run, but
You gotta
go ahead,
live
Zach,
by, die by, man.
Yeah.
But you also
And
got to understand.
I didn't think Duke played a bad game. I
they
thought
didn't play
Duke
the great.
played a really good game, bro.
Can we
Up
say this
until
here real
that,
quick?
they played
The
good.
last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes.
That was
So let me say this
they
to
played
y'all.
good
Let me say this to y'all
defensively. I
though.
thought they go ahead, Rick.
We've proven on this pod, we've all said something about Cooper Flag, right? This is what the 4th, 5th time this season he's been put in that highlight, that big stage at that moment to win the game, and he ain't sealed the deal not one time.
Can't do it.
They brought that up. They brought that up about
listen,
Duke. They said Duke
so let me
ain't
say
been
this.
in a close game. They have to go ahead.
And Gil said it perfect about superstars going to play with other superstars. When you go play with another superstar, you're used to deferring, and somebody else can score that ball at the end. He's never had to take the big shot. So by these kids that go to team over guys, they not used to this spotlight.
He
So
playing
you can
Mount
see
Verdi,
he trying.
right? He got a Mount Verdi, right?
Yeah, and I'm glad he took the shot because it proves he ain't scared to shoot it. But you can tell he ain't ready for that shot yet.
Bro, listen, he had a dude that was 4 to 6 inches shorter than him. He pulled up for the jumper. You shouldn't even see that guy. And when you shot it short, that's showing me that you was extremely nervous. And I get it. That's once in a lifetime shot opportunity. I'm not giving so much pressure on that. But I'm saying history repeats itself if you let it. So all the times where he's slipping and he's falling right before the last possession of the game, and this time when he pull up for a jumper and there's a small guy on him, you're not even supposed to see that. See that type of guy.
I'm not mad at Cooper for missing that shot because he had been taking that shot all game. He had been shooting that shot all game. That's why I'm not. He been shooting that shot all game, y'all. So I'm not. That was what he was going to. You know what I mean? So
look, I ain't mad at him, cuz I'm just saying you could tell they forcing the superstar them on him. Like he's a superstar and it's right, but he's a hooper. You're forcing him to be a closer. He's never been a closer. That's all I'm saying. Let
me get a quick temperature check real quick. Quick temperature check. Y'all taking Cooper Flag over Walter Clayton Jr. in the draft?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to make sure. I got to see what y'all be.
We gotta. You know, we've been saying some crazy stuff about him the whole season.
That's why I had to check. I just had to make sure y'all said top 5. And now Clayton at 2.
Bro, no. Him and Ace still gonna be in the top 3 picks.
Yeah,
they still gonna be top 3 picks, and they gonna probably pull somebody from overseas to throw them in there. That's why I said they're gonna be in the top 3 because somebody gonna probably be. It's gonna be between. I think it should be between one of them is 1 or 2, but you could always count on the European being high in that. Y'all said somebody European.
6'11"
I feel like it depends on the draft
overseas.
I think Wemby brother in the draft too, though, if I'm not mistaken.
There's Wemby. Yeah, there's another dude that's like maybe taller than Wemby, bro. They got some.
Where does this nigga come from?
He's from France. I don't know if he's his brother.
And Giannis got a little brother too.
Giannis' little brother is nice.
He like Giannis 2.0. Like
he ain't worried about no Antetokounmpo.
Hey, look though,
he tough though. I ain't gonna need a lot to. He tough.
I wanted to say this about Duke. About Duke. Where was Tyrese Proctor at? Where was he at?
I forgot all about him.
Well, I didn't even know he was playing.
Where
was he at? I wanted to say on top of that, that's the other critique I got for him. Hey man, you a 6'6" point guard. You should not be shooting free throws at 66% from the floor. You should not be having a 66% free throw percentage, bro. He missed 2 or 3 clutch free throws down the line that could have helped that game go a little differently. So it could have
been 68-68, and you missed the free throw and forced him to foul after Cooper Flag missed the jumper.
Somebody was shooting 32% on one of them teams, if I'm not mistaken.
I remember seeing that for the Auburn guys. The big boy, number 44, shot 34%. But I don't know about you.
Bro, why everybody percentage is so low?
And a lot of people like this is a very, very, very underrated thing that they need to learn, right? So the dude Zion James from Duke was playing extremely well all throughout the game, right, fellas?
Mm-hmm.
What we need to understand, all of y'all, we've all been in this position in regards to crunch games and drawing up a play for whether it's for yourself or for your right hand mans. We need to have better inbound pass discipline. You understand? Because he had a really good game, and he had 2 Stevies in critical times of the game.
He the one that threw that ball away.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it was a bad one, and then also, even if you feel like there's a lot of pressure or they draw up a good play to deny y'all the play, you should always know if you have a timeout or not. Because I'd rather my coach yell at me for calling a timeout than me throwing a Stevie in a game like that inside 30 seconds.
He want to pull a Chris Webber, Ted.
Bro, Red, that's what I'm trying to tell you, though, dog.
You gotta have the awareness, though.
Like,
Hey,
so that's
but-
what I'm
IQ, though.
saying.
That's
All
where
that
the IQ come
18,
in.
19, you supposed to be looking up at the shot clock, or excuse me, at the points board. No, if you in the bonus.
Now
How
tell
many
me this,
timeouts
Ted.
you got?
Are you more mad at him for doing it or his coach for having him take the ball out? Because that's the play they drew up. Why wasn't Tyrese Proctor
I'm
your point
not
guard when he
mad
got
at
doing
him
that?
I'm not mad at the coaches for having him, because he played well all until that moment, right? So it's easy for me to be like, oh, Zion James, that was just inexperienced. It was, and your eyes got big because you were the person that had that pass. This right here, inbound passes should be like a layup drill to you, right? Even if you are getting full court press, half court press, 1-3-1, whatever the look is, you should know how to just do
Red,
an inbound pass.
Red, look, Red, hold on real quick, Red. I feel for him because you remember when we played in high school in the regionals, I threw that motherfucking pass. We in overtime. I threw that fucking pass. Dude stole that bitch. I did this. I was like, oh no, he fucking stole it. We went to overtime and lost. I said, so I feel for him. I can't even knock him on that, bro. It happened.
But look, all I was gonna say is everybody should be able to inbound the ball. That's it. Like everybody should be able to inbound the ball. That was a costly turnover, but even with that turnover, that didn't put the other team ahead. I feel like Duke fell apart though. It's like one of them. They just fell apart.
And to the
They
pass,
could have ran the clock out.
we just saw LeBron James do that 2 days ago. We just saw LeBron James throw an inbound pass to I can't remember who they was playing against, y'all.
Chicago.
And Chicago go on a three.
Yeah.
They score like six or 7 points in 3 minutes or something something. You know what I mean? Something crazy.
Bro,
It happened. That's all I'm saying. It just happened.
Did that turnover put Houston up, or did they tie the game or put them down 1?
No, that was during the momentum run.
Yeah,
That was during
I
the
think they was
momentum
down
run.
and then they got fouled.
But that was what I was gonna say.
Right after they did that,
missed free throws.
Tyrese Proctor got fouled. He missed the free throw, and then
Okay,
they
that's
fouled
what I'm
him. They fouled the Houston player, and the Houston player iced 2 of the free throws. And then that's when Cooper Flag was forced to hit the jump shot. He missed, and then they fouled again.
So essentially, free throws lost game.
They called over the back. They called over the back on.
They caught over the back too, Leah. That's right. Leah. They caught over the back.
So essentially, free throws cost them the game.
That was
And that
bad.
inbound pass.
From your point guard. Your point guard.
Yeah, you gotta
missing
make free throws.
Come on, man.
Make free throws.
You shoot
gotta
66%.
You gotta make the free throws, but you don't even have to put your mans in that position to shoot that, because the ball was never going to go to Tyrese Proctor at that particular moment.
I mean, niggas got to get over to it, but you know, hey, if you ain't over, man, I got to get to somebody.
If you can't hit the shot, never mind. That's a whole different can of words, because I can't say that Tyrese Proctor don't belong in the game. He do, but this is what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah,
them niggas, most of them niggas all 5 and 4 star athletes though, cuz. That's what I'm saying. Most of them niggas all 5 and 4 star athletes. All of them should be able to play at any point of the time, or play at any point of the game.
Well, hit your fucking free throws, Red.
Free throws. Listen, I'm not disagreeing with nothing y'all saying, but if we being honest, a lot of guards outside of Walter Clayton Jr. shot horrible from the free throw line. Most of them niggas ain't nothing but 67 to 70% across the board.
I'm expecting 80% from my point guard. That's just my thought. I don't know if I'm right. I'm just saying from my thought, I'm thinking 80%.
Everybody from Houston can shoot free throws. Everybody except Tugler.
All them shoot threes though. That's what I was saying. That's what I said. Like, you got a lot of teams in college or a lot of teams across the board that can shoot the hell out of 3 ball, but they can't make free throws.
But that's the thing about them. They can hit the hell out of free throws and threes.
That's what I said. That's why I said Houston good.
No mid-range practice, none of that. They all threes. Big men,
and that's why I was saying. That's why I said, I hate the way the game played now, because they coach that. They say, if you can't get a shot in 7 seconds, give it up. They say 3s over 2. They say 3s over mid range, which is a lower percentage shot.
I told y'all that we about 30 episodes ago. That's my motto.
You know my motto. I'm getting to the cup. Shit, I'm finna make a layup, but we gonna get 5.
I ain't mad at that. Hey, so look, let's move to the last part. Not the last part. We can be our last part on the college ball. We got Florida versus Houston in the national championship. Oh, go ahead. What you say,
I said predictions. I got Florida. What y'all predict?
Yeah, predictions. Yeah, prediction. Florida versus Houston, man. How y'all feeling about that one?
I ain't mad either way though, but I got Florida. I'm gonna ride with Florida.
You got Florida?
I picked Florida to start, but I ain't think Houston's gonna make it. But
H-Town. And I want to go
Call
with
it,
Houston
Zell.
so
Call
bad
it,
because
Zell. Come
I
on,
love
man.
I feel like I
Houston. I
gotta
want to
go
go
with
with Houston.
Houston just because that's kind of like the home team for real in a way. You know what I'm saying? My parents live there, all that good stuff. So,
Man,
you
you
know.
from everywhere, man. We ain't he from Detroit, he from
Hey,
Syracuse,
my
Louisville.
pops was born and raised in Florida too, so yeah.
What was he? Oh, okay. Leo, how you feeling, man? Leo,
I got Florida though. I got Florida though. I'm stop being.
you
I'm
got
gonna stop
Florida?
being.
Okay.
I got Florida.
Who you got, Leo? I'm assuming Houston. Who you got? Houston,
I got
Florida,
I
man.
got an underdog, man. I got
He
Houston,
got
man.
Houston.
You got
Who you
Houston.
got, Ted?
I got H-Town, baby.
You
I
got
ain't mad at
H-Town.
that. I said I ain't mad either
Listen, I
way.
ride with
I
H-Town
ain't
too
mad
after
either
they
way.
just want me that kind of bread. I put them on too, goddamn.
Hey,
After I just came up, you got that right. We
I'm
going
about
back
to
to
go.
Houston.
I'm about to go have a talk with them. I'm about 20 minutes away from their hotel.
You gonna have
finna
to pull
change
up.
Ted.
Hey, me
Finna
too.
change Ted name to Richie Rich, man. That nigga be making all these bets, man. I'm finna change my nigga
That's a
Ted
good.
name to
Hey,
Richie
you
Rich in
good,
my
good.
phone, man.
Man, still.
Hey,
Hey,
but the
go
big
ahead, Ted, my
issue
bad.
though, like, and there's no dancing, but the big issue that Houston is gonna face is Florida size, because you got to understand, Jawan
That's
is
why I
only
picked
six
Houston.
foot eight.
I mean, that's why I
Jawan is
picked
only
Florida.
6'8", and then you have to ask me the same question: do I think that Jawan is on or even close to Broom offensively? And if I say no, then that's where the struggle comes, because
Keep talking.
Florida has three centers that are above 6'10". So that's 15 fouls. I'm not saying you want to foul that much, but I'm saying you have the ability to have that many bodies that you can throw at him. Versus if he gets in foul trouble, then we got to deal with Tugler, and Tugler is like a DeAndre Jordan. He has no game. He's just a glass eater, and he's gonna put the shit back, put backs and stuff like that, layups and dunks. But he's not doing that against Florida size. So
And
if Jawan Roberts do not get at least two of them big motherfuckers in foul trouble early, it's gonna be a long day for Houston.
I also think though, bro, like I was saying earlier, like Walter Clayton Jr., bro, he's so polished, bro. No matter if he missing, he know how to play the game. If I'm missing from outside, I'm gonna get to the cup. If I can't get to the cup, I'm gonna shoot to me. I think he just played the game the way that where you can't. He's a guard in college that you can't stop. If that
I got
makes
a I
sense.
got a great
You
question
know
for
how to
you.
adjust.
I got a great question for y'all in a second, but I will make a point. I agree with 100% what you're saying, but I'm gonna just put a name out here, and I want everybody to just watch this guy, LJ Cryer. He's
I was
going
just
to
about to ask
show.
you, Ted.
He
I was
bro.
going.
I
Go ahead,
talk
go
about
ahead,
That's,
him
Ted.
all year.
I was just
I've been
I was
talking.
just finna say something about that.
I
No,
talk
he
It's
about
gonna
him
hoops.
be it's
all.
gonna be the guards.
I
It's gonna
talk
be the
about him
Yeah.
guards.
all year, and he's
No, he
little.
hoops. No,
He's
he
a little
hoops.
guy, and he averaged 40 in high school. He's crazy, and I
Hey,
think that he's not gonna outshoot Clayton, but I think that he's gonna be right there at the door, like,
that's what
hey,
I was
we
Hey,
can
gonna
go
look,
ask.
shot for
Can he
shot.
keep up? Can he keep up with
I
his
ain't
scoring?
He played
disagree
the
with that
one.
at all, Ted. But my only, like I just said though, like I said, it's just I think Walter Clayton is one of them guards that just know how to play.
Agreed.
That's all. He just know how to play the
Agreed.
game. So it's like,
LJ Cryer had 26 last night, by the way. Just
yeah,
saying.
he hooped.
I'm
No, he got
telling you,
off.
he
He got
pressure.
off
I'm
He
just
last night.
saying. I don't wanna
he pressure.
That's cool.
But
against
What's
a
what I
really
had?
good
That's
Duke team,
cool.
a
I don't
really
know.
good
What's what
defensive
I
Duke team. Just
I'm
saying.
I
saying?
don't
I'm
know. I don't know if
saying.
you heard what I
I'm
said
Put
though.
it
saying
out there.
it might have 34.
He
What you
did,
He
but I
talking
had
don't know.
26
And
with Mark Brown. He had
He
26
did.
with Mark Brown and Sion James guarding him. That's a
He
that's
did.
what
lot
I'm. It's
different.
different. It's a
That's a
little
lot
different.
different. That's a
A little
lot
He
different.
different.
had he had 26, 27-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? Niggas supposed to go get their CDLs.
Nah.
Sion James is a better defender than
What you
anybody
supposed to
on
do?
Florida. I'm just
You right.
saying.
You right. You
Walter
right.
That's
Hey,
gonna be a
Walter
good
listen.
Clayton
game, man.
It's gonna
Clayton
be a good
Jr.,
game.
bro. The way he play the game, bro, it's going. I don't see no guard in college that cannot play
All
him,
right,
bro.
so I like how you did that, Red. I like how you did that. So let's go ahead and do it. Guards all time in college. Where does Clayton rank then? I'm talking about as far as
All time?
your performance.
Him by himself.
Listen to
Oh,
what I'm saying. Your
You
performance
talking
in
about
the
in the tournament?
watch this. Your performance regular season transitioning into the tournament. Where is he if he wins the next big game against Houston? Where does he rank? Talk to
And
You
I'm
me.
got him.
I'm gonna
You
pull the
got
EJ.
hey,
I'm gonna pull the EJ right here.
I need some time for that one.
EJ.
I'm gonna pull the EJ. He
he
might be
right
up there.
there.
He might be up there with Kimball.
Outfit Kimba, Shabazz Napier, Trey Bird,
Mello?
Trey Bird.
Whoa.
Based off of his question.
Whoa.
Now
Nah,
listen what I'm saying.
he ain't there with
Ba-
Mello. I'm
listen
bullshitting.
what I'm saying. Based off
Whoa.
of his question, he's been just as dominant as Kimball all season.
Damn.
And he's only gotten better, and he's only got better in the tournament. The only reason
Nah,
we got
I
Kimball and
can't. I can't
Shabazz
say
so
him.
high.
I can't say
Listen,
him.
but listen, I'm finna
But they
break it down for you.
won.
Zia. The only reason
They
we got
won.
The only reason we got Kimbo so high is because they won and they had a bad end of the season and they balled in the tournament. Florida lost some big games down the stretch, and now he balled coming into this.
I feel like Florida got a better team than that Connecticut team. That Connecticut team was really just carried by Kimbo.
They talking about
teams. We're talking about players here.
I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about guard translating from regular season into the tourney.
I said what I said. He up there with Kim and Shabazz Napier. I said what I said.
I put him under Kimbo. I put him under Kimbo.
I ain't say surpass him, but he up there with him.
Is he better than Michigan Trey Burke?
He ain't win.
That's where he at. That's where
he at. He did win against Payne Seaver.
Listen. Ted, you said
y'all talking one time.
Ted question said if he wins the championship. That's what Ted said.
He better.
So that makes him better than Trey Burke. Trey hooped, but Trey didn't win.
Trey won against Louisville.
They lost.
They lost. Yeah, they lost again. They
should
have won.
Payne Seaver.
They called it block. Remember, he blocked the shot and they called it goal.
Yeah, they got cheated.
Yeah,
they cleaned
got
that block.
cheated. They should have won. Look at Zay trying to look, Louisville.
He tried not to say nothing. He know they cheated like a motherfucker. They cheated like a motherfucker.
He came down and shot that. He came down and shot that three.
I was sick too. I wanted this to win that
three.
What you say, Ken? Who had three, Ken?
Trey Burke. He came down, shot that deep ass three.
So if Florida loses, is he better than Trey Burke?
He right there. He
be right. They be neck and neck.
That's a lot of guys.
Hey, you know who?
So this win carries them.
Scotty Rums.
Yes.
That's a lot of guys, fellas. Hold on, because I'm thinking, I'm going Kentucky, so we got like John Wall.
He ain't win. He ain't go far enough.
I'm just. Man, that's a lot of guys, dog.
He said.
If he win, though, you're right. If he win, that's That's
all I'm saying is March Madness tourney run.
Forget the name.
You're right.
Forget the name.
Madness run.
No, you're right.
But then John Wall lose in the Sweet 16. John Wall
lost in the Elite Eight. They lost in the Elite Eight.
What I'm saying is March Madness run, EJ.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go out here and say it again because I said it in the.
What about Steph Curry?
Man,
y'all say Steph Curry?
He didn't win neither.
Nah, he better.
He better than Steph.
In college, hell no. Hey, hold up, Ken. Hold up.
He just talking about the run. What we talking? Because I'm just, y'all.
Talking about. Hold on.
Have a conversation.
Hold on, Ken. Look, that's your dog. But I literally watched Steph Curry. I went to go watch him in person. That nigga didn't have no points. Listen, he didn't have no points in the first half and ended with damn near 40. Isaiah Cannon. I want to watch Isaiah Cannon. That nigga had 2 in the first half, came out with 35 at the end of the game. We had some dogs.
Johnny Flynn.
I put him right there with D Rose and Trey Burke.
D Rose.
Well, he said, but hey, listen, hold on, but he said run though. He's having a good run.
I said run.
He having a good run. I put him right there.
So I can't argue that.
D Rose had a good March Madness, bro. I think he averaged like 20.
I can't argue that. And he made it to the big dance.
But what's Walton averaging? Walton averaging like 28 though, ain't he? Wouldn't he be at like 28?
Probably in the tournament. I think right now he's like 18 across the season.
I'm just talking about in the tournament.
All right. So who do you got, E? How about that?
Who I got over Walter?
Houston or Florida?
Houston or Florida winning the game. Oh, that's tough.
He'll break the too.
Only reason I'm going Houston. The only reason I'm going Houston is because I think they got more offensive weapons. Listen, hear me out. Duke last night. If Walter Clayton didn't touch the ball, they couldn't do nothing, bro.
Coaching gonna make a difference.
They couldn't do nothing.
Every time E ride with a team, somebody get hurt, they lose. Y'all been around.
I think Uzen and Cryer. I think Uzen and Cryer can keep up with the scoring of Walter Clayton Jr. I think they can keep up with the scoring. I'm more so, like Ted said, I'm more so worried about the rebounding aspect of making sure that we limit offensive rebounds. But as far as just like flat out scoring, listen, bro, we just saw Houston come back from 15 down, bro. They was down 15 to Duke.
They do that with my team.
They do that all the time.
You can't do that with Florida. You can't do that with Florida.
Because Florida probably gonna be losing. They probably gonna be down already. You're right. They gonna already be down.
Guess what?
They've been down at halftime. The worst team.
And guess what?
In Houston.
Guess what?
Go ahead.
We at the championship. But
what I'm saying is, you ain't no Cooper Flag on this team. Cryer, Uzen, them boys are scoring the ball. They going to.
Okay.
It's gonna be a
Ain't
low
no. We
scoring
just
game.
need to
Though. It's gonna
guard
be
him.
competitive.
You got to guard all four. You got to guard their team. They all can
Hey,
score. So
Florida got to get
I'm
that
going
team
you.
too, though.
I'm
Cuz
going.
Florida got to
They
get that
do.
team too,
But
though.
hold on. But listen to me,
The
Red.
three
My
big
bad. Last
men.
point. Listen to me though. Listen to me. In that last 8 minutes of that game yesterday, nobody wanted the fucking ball. Nobody on that team wanted the ball. We just talked about it. He caught it. Hey man, where we going? If Walter Clayton didn't get the ball, they didn't know what to do. Dude got that dunk off a fast
Can't
break
say that.
steal. That's
Hey,
what
no.
happened. I'm not saying that
Listen
say
though,
that.
E.
That's what
Hold on,
happened.
check though, E. But
The
when you got
moment
it,
was
when
there.
you,
They didn't.
but
Nobody
when
wanted
you,
the ball with Walter Clayton in that moment.
but it didn't even make sense for nobody else to get the ball. Nigga scored like the last 12. He's a bucket.
He
When you
had
got a
I'm not
nigga
mad
that's
at
a
he
you,
had
bucket,
behind
Red.
him.
hold on.
You asking me why I'm picking Houston though? I'm picking Houston
No,
because they have multiple people who you have
but
to
that
guard in that
that
situation.
but that could also hurt you too, though. And I'm gonna tell you why it can hurt you.
You kind of had the same thing though.
But I'm gonna say this is the reason it can hurt you, E.
Go ahead, talk to me.
Because think about them young niggas with egos that's trying to get to the league. Not saying they got
Yep.
big egos, but they all trying to make it to the league. So imagine if we in the gym and you don't hit 3-4, then you got a nigga over here to try to go get his shot off. That can hurt you. Opposed to when you got a
Red,
nigga that you
but
know to go to
Red, we
that can
just
get the
saw
ball
it
to
happen
score.
yesterday, and it didn't
Now
happen like
listen.
that. Cryer
I'm not.
was
I'm not.
hooping for them. Sharp took the last shot. Sharp
Now
took
listen
that
what I'm
button.
saying.
And then we said,
Listen
ain't
what I'm
no
saying.
nothing, man, Sharp. Let's go down to big dude, Juwan. What's his name? Let's get him the
Juwan
ball.
Robinson.
They don't play like that.
Listen. I don't disagree, but what I'm saying
Go
is
ahead.
if you going to 3 different niggas, opposed to if I got this one nigga that I know that's a bucket. Let's just say I came down to hit, you came down to score, then we get to this big nigga that ain't ready for that moment. The light's gonna be bigger in this moment. That's all I'm saying. This light's gonna be big in this moment.
I just saw the moment. They was down 14. And they went on a 25.
I ain't gonna lie,
run.
it was the biggest Final Four deficit too, by the way.
Hey, Ted, I'm with you, cuz, but
bro, they was down 14. 25-8 run to win the
I
game.
think both teams are elite, straight up.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. You saying that?
I'm arguing my side. I'm not.
I ain't disagreeing with that. You saying though, E. But you don't play on the team just like you said. You turned that motherfucker over when we lost. That's a team with a bunch of fucking talent,
we kicked draws off their ass,
and a bunch of dogs that too many dogs was in the goddamn
man.
way.
Which one of y'all want to shake my hand on the internet, FaceTime? What y'all want to do? How about that?
Gotta be Ken, because he want the smoke.
Oh, he got it.
I take the $50. I said I put in the group chat. I take a $50 bet.
Hey, look. Go ahead, my bad.
How you want to
rock, paper, scissors?
This is a white flag. This is a white flag. This is a white flag.
Oh,
hey, hold
okay.
on. Hey, Ken. Hey, hold on, Ken. Before we get off this topic,
close us out. Red, close us out on the college, man.
This is just the Ken. Before we get off this topic, I'm riding with Florida, but fuck Florida until y'all get my nigga Vernon his scoring title back, man.
Hey, they been fucking Vernon Maxwell, man. For real.
Like he's an all-time leading scorer, and y'all pulled that whole ass shit and took his title. Let my nigga Vernon back in the building, man, to get my nigga Vernon his numbers back. He's all-time leading scorer.
Let me pull some screens. I guess.
Yeah, man, do that, man.
Vernon was too raw off the court. That's why he ain't got this stuff.
They let him do it though. How you let a nigga take 4-5 drug tests and fail, and then when I get ready to go to the NBA draft,
because when the money coming, the money good. Money over everything.
Look at that football team. Look at that football team.
Said, bro, let him do everything. They let him do everything he wanted to do. Look at that football he wanted to do. And they said right before it was time to get drafted, dude called everybody selling on drafting because he a knucklehead. That's some whole ass shit, bro.
Wow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's how they did me at Red Bank. I ain't even gonna talk about that. That's how
I remember that. Yeah, I remember
that. Hey, look. So let's go to the NBA, man. We gotta shout them out. First ballot Hall of Famers. We got Sue Bird.
Hello, Dwight.
We got Sylvia Fowles. We got Maya Moore. We got Dwight Howard. And then we got our boy Carmelo Anthony, man. Zaya, talk to me, man. How you feeling?
And they got you left the redeem off. They got the redeem.
Oh, the redeem team made it too. My bad. Shout out to the redeem team.
Yeah, they all made the redeem team.
So Melo made it twice then, right?
Yeah,
Melo, Darren Williams, all of them, Chris Paul.
That's cool. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know the redeem.
LeBron, the King, he's in there, and he's still playing. Like
the King is in there. Let him know, Zell. I don't think he heard you. Ken, look at Ken.
That's my go. I don't think Jordan did that. Well, Jordan, he did that.
Kobe in there already, and Kobe just got on there again with the redeem team.
Don't get me started.
Hey, what's
dream team in there? Don't do that.
Hey, so what's the rule with the Hall of Fame? Don't you gotta be retired for at least 4 years, 5 years?
It
was 5, but I think they changed it to 3. I think it just changed it to 3.
It's like 2 or 3 now.
4 years. 3.
I know. Melo and Dwight, they last played 2022, right? 23 for Dwight.
They literally changed it this time around, Zell. They literally
Dwight would have been the bubble, Zell. and then Melo played a year or two after the bubble.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, I think everything it's deserved for Melo, first ballot. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. Everything that he did as a basketball player, this is why he's a Hall of Famer. Like
I'm happy for Dwight, man.
NCAA champion, three-time
Here we go.
gold medalist,
Here we go.
four-time Olympian. Throw that LeBron's medal in there too. Scoring champion 2013.
And the second best number 15 in Denver Nuggets history. We gotta throw that in there.
They should have never let nobody wear 15.
Never had 15.
They should never let nobody wear 15.
Time out.
What's up,
You cannot bring up another man when you giving props to Melo, man.
I wasn't giving props to him.
He wasn't giving props to him at all. He and Ted
give this man his moment.
Hey, Ian Ted been on this Melo don't deserve and shit.
Oh, like, I'm not a Melo hater. Let me be clear. Melo's not in my bag. Melo's not in my bag.
I'm snitching. That nigga Ted gonna text me talking about Melo deserve it.
He called all of them. He called everybody.
He called me at work.
Text me, man. I said, look, I sent him the list, right? I sent him the list with all the accolades. He talking about when was he when he lead the NBA score? I said, nigga, I don't know. Look it up. They put the shit on there. So he looked it up talking about 2013. I said, all right, man, nigga, where we are.
He was ready to hate, man. Go ahead, man. What you got? Oh, sorry,
hey, I'm happy for Dwight though. I ain't mean cut y'all off. I'm happy for Dwight because he got snubbed on the top 75, and he arguably the second most dominant big man. He's probably the second most dominant big man ever, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, he the best. He the best Diddy athlete of all time.
He said Diddy athlete.
Hey, you still trying to
I couldn't say to him, how we gonna clown him? We giving him flowers. Tell him
my bad. I just said, but I wasn't comparing him to another man. I just said he's the best Diddy athlete of all time.
He was talking about his off the court activity.
Said something crazy that I'm gonna put a pin in it. Talking about Dwight Howard's the second most dominant player center ever. Relax. Because
he better.
Because Joker is more dominant.
No, we're not talking about Joker. Joker plays a whole different ball game than what I'm talking about with Dwight. I'm saying dominance and shit.
Is a basketball on the court with a rim?
I'm not finna argue with you on this. You know exactly what I mean when I'm saying dominance. Joker's a more finesse and skill player. Dwight and Shaq are the most dominant players.
I got Dwight.
And Dwight.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't trying to change the topic.
Hold up, Ken. Nah, fuck that. Before because I gotta say something because you said that shit. Nigga, and Dwight the last nigga to lock that trash ass nigga up when they won that championship.
That's true. I ain't mad. Hey,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
I can see it. Listen, you can go through my Facebook and see all my posts. Pick up Dwight Howard. God,
I'm just saying it.
Anthony Davis cannot guard him. Pick up Dwight Howard. Jesus
Christ. So when y'all brought up Melo, y'all was just talking about his career. Was there any questions?
No.
No, we just saw your faces. We had a question for you.
No. Hey, EJ. Ted, tell us why Carmelo Anthony shouldn't be a first ballot.
He finna say some bullshit.
Not right. Let him talk.
See, I wasn't even gonna say he wasn't. Why y'all trying to automatically assume?
Because you texted all
He had a lot of energy. He had a lot of energy. He called all of them.
See, I love it.
Come on.
Mic check.
Come on.
Go ahead, man.
He ain't got no rings, first of all.
James Harden don't either.
Oh, no, it's not about James Harden.
Damn,
bro. It's not even about James Harden.
My fault.
No interruption. I'm sorry.
He ain't got no rings. He ain't got no rings. He had a 20-year career and he had 10 All-Stars, right? So this is cool. So half his career he was good. He has no first teams. So you telling me from 03 to 9, you couldn't get a first team off? That's terrible.
Let me know.
I want y'all to, hold on. I want y'all to understand. You know that Paul George has a first team and Melo does not?
Let me know what you do.
You know, hold on.
Let him come.
Hold on.
Let him be a man.
Did he not come in the league with LeBron James? Did he not come in the league with LeBron James?
Let me know when.
And LeBron James wasn't the rookie of the year.
Let that nigga cook so I can finish him cook.
We didn't know that LeBron. We didn't know that LeBron James is going to be LeBron James of 20 years.
Yes, we did.
No, because there was a point that there was a big percentage of America that liked Melo and Wade because they didn't want to like LeBron.
And look,
There's a lot of y'all.
And this ain't no hate. And I know because that's y'all man's. Can we agree or disagree that LeBron was not the chosen one coming into the NBA from high school? They already had it mapped out for him. Melo has said it himself in interviews. They painted him. It couldn't be Batman and Batman. You gotta have Batman and the villain. They made Melo the villain off the bat.
Facts.
They said in the media.
Rick, they was right. They was right.
They
chose the right motherfucker.
No. You mentioned what I'm saying.
They picked the right guy.
Listen. I'm not disagreeing with nobody being good, but you can't say that I'm this, and this because I look a certain way. They painted Melo to be this thug, and he never got in trouble off the court. So everything about Melo's whole
he stole on Jared Jeffries.
Man, shut your ass. Everything about his trajectory, y'all made him this hood guy. Even to when he was out the league for 2 years, there was no reason for that. Yep. Even to just now with his son, you snubbed his son. But they just snubbed his son.
Oh, they didn't snub him. He did not get snubbed from that All-American team.
He's the number one player. He's the number one player in New York, and we're playing in New York. Any other time we make political shit for political players.
How many people make All-American? 24?
24.
He's number 32.
You mentioned what we
He's number 32 on the Rivals list. He's number 32.
Listen, hold on. And I did this the other day, and I can't remember the names. I did this the other day, and I can't remember the names. When they played in certain cities, and that guy was the top one of his players, they put him in there. I can't remember the damn dude. I just did it. I did it the other day.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I got you now. I follow you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is they make exceptions. You can see where it's going already. But back to what he said about the no winning shit. This nigga ain't where you from? Ain't you from like Virginia area?
Yeah, he from yeah.
Ain't you the same nigga that argue me Bubba Chuck all the time?
No. I just said about scoring. I just said about scoring.
We're gonna say this about you. Melo the top 10 scoring all time.
Okay.
On the list. He got more buckets than Bubba Chuck. And Bubba Chuck in that motherfucker with no rings. Charles Barkley in that motherfucker with no rings.
Yep.
Who else in there? Carmelo in that motherfucker with no rings.
Much everybody.
Carmelo got more buckets than Melo. That's where you stop.
Did you talk about first teams and all that
20
shit?
years.
I'm saying, so how you argue this? This is my point before everybody started getting mad at me and want to fire off on this shit.
I just want you to have the same engine when James Harden don't win.
We're not talking about him right now, Red.
Nope, I am. You can't tell me who to talk about. I am.
I'm just saying though, dog. They asked me why I think that Melo shouldn't make it. You got a first ballot Hall of Fame, and you have no first team. So that means you was never the man. Like you had the ultimate
never better than
green
LeBron
light.
Is what Ken is arguing.
But when they do first teams, they were on different conferences. EJ,
that don't matter.
On the first team, they don't pick just one person for first team.
Yes, they do.
They do it for first team. They do too.
Hold on, let's establish something, y'all. Was it positionless back then? Because back then it might have been.
It'd have been Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady probably would have made one.
Tim Duncan would have been a 4-man, is what I'm saying.
So Melo won't never better than Tracy McGrady.
No.
In the early
Tracy
2000s.
Tracy McGrady is arguably the best small forward without injury ever. If he doesn't get injured, he's one of the best small forwards ever.
He's top 5 small forwards all the time. If he's not injured.
I thought Tracy McGrady was shooting guard.
Yeah, you better tread lightly, because I just called you the other day and you said different. I just called you and you said different.
What we call him? Is he a small forward or is he a shooting guard?
All right, you good?
I got him as a shooting guard. I don't know if he's
talking about Tracy McGrady.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, me and Ken had a difficult conversation about Tracy McGrady because I asked.
They be switching.
I said, since y'all got him first ballot Hall of Fame, y'all got him 30,000 points, y'all got him 20-year career, y'all got him Olympics winner 3 times, y'all got him Syracuse title, blah 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 blah. Where is he all time of small forwards?
But wait,
Is he arguing?
Isn't Tracy McGrady a first ballot Hall of Fame too? Didn't Tracy McGrady Hall of Fame?
Him and Grant Hill.
Hey, to y'all point, I think Paul George is gonna be first ballot Hall of Famer too.
He is. Now that's no question. He is the first ballot Hall of Famer
Yeah.
based
Paul
off his
George gonna
number.
be a
He is
first
based off
ballot
his
Hall
number.
of Famer too, man.
But hold on,
The
what you
Hall
say?
of
Hold on.
Fame is easy to get into. Okay, I'm sorry.
But now hold up. But let's answer Ted's question. What you said? What's the question you just said, Ted? You said small forward.
I said he got 30K. He got the Olympic wins. He got a scoring title in 2013. He got Syracuse title. He freshman was one of the best freshmen of all time. Where is he top 5 small forwards dead or alive right now? Since we want to do first ballot. If
Number 2.
What?
Right out the KD.
Wait, no, LeBron, Bird.
LeBron. He a small forward.
Yeah.
We said, okay. Well,
small
LeBron. It'll be LeBron.
Bird.
It'll be LeBron.
You got LeBron. You got
LeBron,
KD. You got Bird. You got Scotty.
Bird falls down.
He better than Bird.
Bird falls
What?
down. Bird falls down.
Yeah.
Listen.
Hey, time out.
Hold on,
Chill
bro.
out.
Hey, everybody pump their brakes. Okay, go ahead.
Chill out.
Hold on. Let me go.
Yeah.
Let me go. The only reason y'all going with Bird is because he got championships.
The only reason I'm
No.
going with Bird because he averaged 30. I'm
And
going with Bird because he averaged 30.
Who's the in the list right now? Who's higher or lower? Melo or Bird?
Bird. I think Bird.
What Bird at?
Look me up. Fact check me.
I just looked at the list. I looked it up.
On the scoring list?
Yeah, check me. Quote, no
I
quote.
know he like top 15. He like top 15.
He might be
Nah,
top
he
15.
know
I might be
And
capping.
Melo number 10.
Because he a
Longer
ball. What that mean?
And he a longer career.
Now
Ball. I be number 10 too.
Stop moving the goalposts.
Hell no, he been a ball since 2003.
Listen. I fuck with Larry Legend. I love Larry Bird.
No,
The
you
only
don't.
reason Larry Bird is high on this fucking list is because he got championships. Y'all niggas the same niggas that argue me every week that this new we gotta let go of this old shit and stop looking at the past. Make y'all fucking mind up. I'm so sick of y'all with this bullshit, this teeter-totter shit. Don't use it for y'all own fucking benefit.
I'm gonna do it.
Make
every
it
time.
make sense.
I'm gonna do it
Anyway.
every time.
All right. Well, we eliminate. Let's do what Ted always say. Take the accolades away, guys.
Yeah.
That's what we talking about. Melo's a way better fucking scorer than Bird.
Where's Larry Bird at all time scoring, Ken?
He 20 something.
What are we talking about? That nigga 10 spots down. Get that man, shut this bitch ass up.
Now look, wait. One more thing.
LeBron
Ken,
James.
how many shots? What's the shot attempts per player? How many shots?
Hey, Ken, don't even Ken. Hold up, Ken. Don't even worry about that shit, Ken.
What's that number?
They shot chuggers. They been shot chuggers. They don't fuck that, Ken. We're not looking at that shit.
What's that number?
So listen, hold on, Ken.
Hey, Red, keep cooking, man. Keep cooking.
So y'all niggas better not argue with me no more about what's that nigga name you love, Ted? James Harden or any of them goddamn Chucks. Don't you fucking say nothing to me about no more Chucks if y'all gonna try to bring up shot percentage now. Y'all get on my goddamn nerves.
I didn't say shot percentage.
Let's go back.
I just said
LeBron James. Kevin Durant. Melo.
What about Kawhi, Red? Well, you hate Kawhi. Dang,
No. I'm gonna put him in there. Hold on. It's gonna be them 3. You got Bird. Scotty. And then I'm gonna go Kawhi because Kawhi averages. I'm only going Kawhi because Kawhi averages.
Let me go.
Kawhi averages more than his numbers better than Scotty.
What about Paul Pierce?
I got 10. I got 10.
I got Paul. Hold on. Let me finish.
What about Dominique Wilkins?
I'm going. Hold on.
Top 10.
So you got
Hold on. I got you.
LeBron James.
Let Ken go next.
Hold on. LeBron James. Who I said? Kevin Durant. Melo. Bird. Kawhi because his numbers, pimping.
Okay.
Hold on, Ted.
I'm gonna go Dominique. Then I'm gonna go Paul Pierce. I'm trying to think of another small forward. I need 2 more.
You got a couple. I mean, is Giannis a small forward? No, we put him in power forward.
He a power forward. We can throw
y'all lucky he not a small forward. Y'all lucky he not a small forward.
Yeah. Paul George would be my 10th. Paul George would be my 10th.
Paul George in there.
Paul George. Paul
but I need a 9. I'm trying to think about. I got Paul at 8.
Damn.
I'm thinking like a motherfucker.
Why
Let me go.
Why would we sleeping on Dr. J though? Like Julius Erving.
I was just finna say that.
But he played power forward.
Yeah, that's easy.
He played small forward.
Yeah, he was
okay. Yeah, do Dr. J then. That's easy.
Dr. J. But when they won that championship, he played power forward. That's why
I thought he played shoot guard. I can't cap to you.
That's all I'm about to say. He damn it too.
I thought he was 2. Yeah, I ain't for me. Ken, what you was finna say though?
What's your list, Ken? How about that? What's your list?
Let's do this because I got some more hate. I got some more hate after this one. Go ahead.
Brian, KD, Larry Bird, Dr. J,
I keep talking about these old ass niggas. These old ass niggas ain't did shit, man.
These folks' resumes.
Go ahead, King.
Cause I be
These
talking
folks'
about these
resumes is better.
I be talking about these
resumes is
weekend
better.
Texas, man. Melo a bucket, man.
You finna make me.
Finish your list.
Make you hate on Melo. Hate on him. Hate on him, Ken.
Everybody got their list, right?
Real quick, Ken. Let me ask you something.
Ken, finish your list, Ken.
I'm asking this because I seen it on other pods. Are we giving niggas props for having better teams, or are we grading niggas for individual shit? Because I was using individual play for niggas when we talking about the top teams.
I'm not mad at that.
Because we can always argue who teams were better, and then it'll be a whole different conversation. A lot of them niggas that's in my top two wouldn't even be in top two.
I got a perfect rebuttal for you.
I got this. That's why I was saying. When we talk about, you said 101, right? Dr. J and Larry Bird is better than Melo. What they did in the NBA, they better than Melo. They got the accolades, they got the championships.
These bitch ass niggas play truck drivers, man. These bitch ass niggas play truck drivers. What the fuck are we talking about? Them niggas had to get out there. These niggas got the quarter when they go drop milk off, man. I'm just being honest. Did we? Is that not the truth?
You can't disrespect Dr. J like that, though.
Zia, them niggas is on powder. Them niggas is on booger sugar when he was in the league. What was we talking about?
Man, you know,
Ted, what you was about to say, Ted? Go, Ted. Everybody stay red. What you about to say, Ted?
Man,
I'm saying though, because he's talking about he grading people off of he not grading the teams. He's grading the players, right? Player versus player.
Don't start, Ted, because you do it all the time.
You got me started, motherfucker. You got me started.
You say no accolades. You say this shit all the time.
You got me fucking started, and I'ma start.
Hey, but back to the niggas in the 80s before
I was trying to close the door. I was trying to close the book. I was trying to close the goddamn book, and then Red got me started again. So if we talk about teams aside, and we talking about just players versus players, when we talk about the top whatever. Okay. How is James Harden the top 10 point guard and shooting guard, depending on whatever the list is, and he not a top 10 player?
Who put him in there? Y'all put him in there.
You did.
I don't know. Red said
it. I put him on there because of what we was arguing off because of the numbers. But I always say the nigga
numbers and player. Numbers and player. He's a top 5 shooting guard and a top 5 point guard.
I'm finna go get my glorified loser shirt and put it on.
Hey, we gotta get you one.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get one.
James Harden made it to the finals and Melo didn't. Fuck out of here.
Wait, what you saying?
Melo ain't been to the finals.
James Harden
ain't been to the finals.
James Harden had it the easier way. Melo ran into them. Melo
was always the number one option. He was always the number one option.
Melo ran into them
James
Lakers.
Harden was the number one option.
That's cap.
What's cap?
What?
He wasn't always the number one option.
That's no, Ken. You
Melo
bullshit. He came into the league as the number one option. He
was number one option in Houston.
He wasn't on that Nuggets team.
Okay. See, he was the number one option.
In Houston, he was the number one option. In the Lakers, he was the number one option.
No, when he came into the league, he was the number one option.
Y'all know what the fuck Zia was talking about. Y'all
No, I didn't. You got to be clear. Stop defending him.
He wasn't
Stop defending him. No, I'm not. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he's talking about.
Look. I don't want us to beat the James Harden and Melo train to death. That was a horrible job of us giving flowers to Carmelo Anthony. Let's just we did a horrible job.
Look, hey Melo,
congratulations to Melo.
If you see this Melo, I fuck with you, Melo. You got 10. You got 10 glorified haters, man.
Hey, this is what I want to ask y'all though. Let's pivot a little bit. Look, because I dropped this in the chat. I dropped this in the chat for y'all. I don't want to beat it to death, but I want to ask because I want to talk about actual basketball. Now, I told y'all this. The statement was for the people that's listening. I said I believe Kevin Durant should come off the bench from here on out.
Hey man, I'm finna leave. Hey, y'all have a good day, man. It's been nice.
Can I explain? Can I explain, please?
Go ahead.
Without being interrupted, Red Fernando.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
Let me explain why, bro.
Oh my God.
At this point in Kevin Durant's career, bro, he is a trophy wife. And what I mean by trophy wife is it looked good to have him on the team. We go and we like, man, you got Kevin Durant? Man, that's a bad little bit you got right there, boy. 30 points, 25 points. And then you go home. Everybody know, man, that's a good one. You go home and it's empty. It's go home and it don't mean nothing.
Bro,
Hey, Red,
KD
you go
come off the
home.
bench.
Look, hold on, kid. I asked for it uninterrupted. When you go home, you get in the bed and you like, man, I wish I had a man Thompson and Paulo Ventura or Wemby. And you like, God. And then look, and what Kevin Durant do? Just like Ruby Rose, just like Laura Harvey, just like Drake. He say, hey man, hey, it was fun. Hey, Red, it was fun. It was fun. I'll see you later. I'm gonna go holler at the next young thing. Hey, Wemby, you over there, Wemby? De'Aaron Fox, let me come play with him. Yeah, we can do that. That's what Kevin Durant is. He is a trophy wife at this point in his career, bro. It don't mean nothing. Having him on your team does nothing for your team. He ain't been to a Western Conference Finals since 2020, bro. It just sounds crazy to y'all because it's Kevin Durant. That's my point.
When the last time LeBron James went to a Western Conference Finals, and I'm a Lakers fan.
2022 when they played against what's the name? The Nuggets.
So they both ain't been in a long time.
Listen, but listen. The difference to me is that Kevin Durant, you want him to be your guy. I don't know if you want LeBron. They're making a transition this season. LeBron is trying not to be the guy for the last 5 seasons.
I don't think
people are picking up Kevin Durant saying that he's gonna get us over the hump. He's not getting over the hump.
But that's what I'm saying. When you say
what I say wrong, what I say. Let me ask y'all to the panel right now on Kevin Durant. Would you rather have a man Thompson, Paulo Ventura, or Wemby on your team right now over Kevin Durant right now today?
Kevin Durant.
But see, that's what I was finna say.
You gonna fucking lose. And you gonna stay losing. I just named 3 people who are in the playoffs making their teams better, and y'all Kevin Durant. That's my.
You said Wemby not in the playoffs.
But this is what I was finna say though.
You right
this is still my argument with you though. You said
go ahead, talk to me.
They picking him to win. I don't think they're picking him to be the guy. I think they picked that team for that team to be a good team. The problem is with this team is Bradley Beal bitch ass can't stay off the fucking injury reserve list.
He don't care about this.
So what I'm saying is, when somebody's saying we picking KD to get us over the hump, we getting KD to put us in a better situation. So like when we use the Mavericks, he's not going to be the first option. He's just another glue guy for the team. Essentially, what he would have been, they looking at KD is what they looked at him for when he was with the Warriors. Just another nigga that can come in and score. So I just think he's been put in a fucked up situation with these last couple teams. With Brooklyn,
when is the last time KD put you in a better situation?
I'm finna tell you.
Brooklyn.
The last time was Brooklyn, but that fell apart because of what they did with Kyrie, then the injuries.
And what he do? All right, guys. See you later.
That wasn't.
That's my point.
But they all left because of upper management. This is what the conversation we had months ago. Your upper management can fuck.
The trophy wife don't care what the reason is. It could be the new car. It could be the new house. It could be a bigger chain. It don't matter what the reason is. I'm leaving. I don't care what the reason is.
What I'm saying is all this shit got to do with upper management. Each time KD has left, been upper management. Each time James Harden has left, been upper management.
So everybody been wrong. OKC, the Warriors, everywhere he go get his feelings hurt.
The Warriors wasn't wrong. The Warriors wasn't wrong. He won.
Just like a
he won.
You know what Ruby Rose just did to Drewski? She just got on the internet and lied and said we ain't never had sex. That ain't part of the price. That's exactly what it is.
You making a great argument, but the Warriors shit he'd have rolled out. I'm sorry that the Warriors is stuck on this bitch ass nigga named Draymond Green. That fucks up everything they got in the future.
OKC. It's Russell Westbrook's fault. It's Draymond Green's fault.
And Russ left too. Look, so
Kyrie hurt. It's Kyrie's fault. This time it's Brad Beal's fault. When is it gonna be Kevin Durant's fault? Why is it never his fault?
Because it's not his fault. I'm gonna tell you why it's his fault.
Thing about the other person.
And I'm gonna tell you why it's his fault, Nick. Because every time he go to a team, he do what he's supposed to do on the floor. So stop your shit. You act like he went over there and declined.
And that's why I brought it up. His plus minus this year is a negative 39. For comparison, for the people who don't watch basketball. Go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry.
What he average?
Like 27, 8, and 8.
All right, so where's the decline?
I'm not talking about a decline. What I'm saying is, I didn't say he declined, Red. I didn't say he declined. I'm saying next year he's gonna be 37. Okay, if I'm not gonna win, I'd rather have my young players. I'd rather draft a Walton Clayton Jr. and let him play and develop than to keep putting Kevin Durant on the court thinking that we gonna win. Let me get my young boys. Let me get an Ace Bailey and let me let Ace Bailey cook.
But this what I think you missing in what I'm saying.
Okay.
KD knows how to play ball the right way.
Mhm.
He want niggas to come play. If you put him in a situation where you do go to a team and you got another star, KD will sit on the side and just shoot his shots. It's proven he will take his shots and make his shots. He just been in a bad situation. The Suns have been the worst situation since they put this shit together.
How many more situations are we gonna keep putting him in? That's what I'm saying. Red, he's 37. How many more times we gonna try this with Kevin Durant?
KD gonna play just like how y'all do. Steph Curry, LeBron James, all the niggas that's still productive. He's gonna play as long as they let him play because he's still productive.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't want him to play. My bad. Go ahead, Ted. Let Ted go.
So hold up. But since you don't want him to play, that means all them niggas that's not productive that we just named, your boy, his boy, everybody else is not productive. Take y'all ass out there.
I said the same thing about LeBron. I said this to y'all earlier this season. Hey, bro, you need to come off the bench, bro. He just happened to get Luka, and it started working out. I said this. LeBron, get these old dudes out the way. Get them out the way. Let these people grow.
Hey. Let me say something real quick before Ted goes. All right, so I'm gonna tell you this: when Michael Jordan was with the Wizards at his old age, he was holding back Jerry Stackhouse the whole time.
He owned the team.
Huh?
He owned the team.
We're not worried about that part of it, though. We're not worried about that part, though.
I get that part. I get what happened, but I'm saying we are letting these older players play ahead of these other players who shouldn't be named.
So what? But what Red is saying. So basically, if y'all say that, DeMar DeRozan get the fuck up out of here, bro.
Everybody that we love.
Yeah,
everybody.
Who's saying no? Let me ask you. Who's saying no that DeMar DeRozan should be staying on the team? Who's saying, hey, I'm gonna pick up DeMar? I'm asking.
So
are you picking DeMar DeRozan on your team?
Hold on. This is my argument.
No, answer the question. You brought up DeMar DeRozan. Are you keeping DeMar DeRozan to keep him?
No. The only person I would have starting is Steph Curry. Everybody else go to the bench.
Hey, look, and I'm gonna say this to EJ. Listen. I'm gonna say this to EJ. EJ, you are a lover. You're a basketball. You watch all this shit year round. All the niggas. You don't care who it is. If these older guys that's in the league decide to and they kick them out the league and retire, the ratings are fucking going down. They don't even have a new stable in the league, bro.
It gotta get worse before it can get better. We gotta get rid of it. I ain't gonna say it. Go ahead, Ted. My bad. Go ahead, Ted.
I ain't saying nothing. I was just coughing.
You said you had something to say after Zell.
No, I'm saying like just based off like all the stories and how you just like set all that up, man. That sound like as far as like the trophy wife, that sound like the dude that just got in the Hall of Fame.
Who? How?
So let's ride back.
Hold on.
Let me swerve in that corner real quick. So we talk about trophy wife.
I got this. Hey, Red, I got this. Because if that was the case, Melo would have went to Miami and won them championships. If he would have been like KD, he would have went to Miami, but he
went to Houston, OKC, and LA. Thinking he was gonna win.
But that's when his career was over.
He's
going down to the decline. But I'm saying that Melo always stayed with that grind. He didn't run away. He stayed with them trying to win. He went
to New York. He was scared of Kobe. He went to New York. He was scared of Kobe.
He wasn't scared of Kobe. He
was scared of Kobe.
Melo?
On my mama and his mama, he was scared of Kobe.
What we talking about?
On my mama and his mama, he was scared of Kobe.
Melo was never scared of nobody.
Hey, EJ, you call Melo. You said trophy wife, right? I mean, KD a trophy wife, right? No, but you said Melo. You said KD a trophy wife, right?
Ted said Melo trophy wife.
It's a good thing he was at least a wife. James Harden town hoe, he get ran through.
You say KD knee alone here, but
he get ran through. He a toss jump. That nigga's a toss jump. We call that hoe at 3 a.m. Tell him we got the crew over here. Tell him pull up. Yeah, that's him.
I don't know why we call him Melo. Melo not even a trophy wife. He a trophy girlfriend. He never got a ring.
Melo a bag. Melo got about 400 million. Melo got enough money to go on the team.
When it's all said, when it's all said and done, James Harden gonna be a better player than Melo.
And he's still gonna be. Think about who
Melo plays with.
Hold on. Hey, I want everybody.
That's a good conversation. I ain't had that conversation.
Let's do that.
Stay with the subject matter. When it's all said and done, James Harden gonna be a better NBA player than Carmelo Anthony.
And he's still gonna be a what, Ted? What's my favorite word?
Y'all all in the same bag. Hey, look. Hey, y'all. One more pivot, because we gotta touch on everything. One more pivot. Zell. You brought up something in the group chat. We was talking about playoff teams. I can't remember. You remember I was telling you I wanted you to bring it up so we could talk about it. Because I really wanted to touch on all the just the great performances everybody done had, from Steph Curry to Giannis to Joker.
Oh, I know you're talking about. You basically talking about how like the playoff team is like basically like surging and stuff like that.
There you go.
Playoff
Yeah,
time.
we wanted to talk about the playoff. That's it. That's what it was.
I ain't hear the last part. Is it what you said?
No,
the last part?
Well, basically, I feel like with how these teams, basically, like let's say like the 6 to 8 teams, or whatever in the season, I feel like a lot of those teams, especially on the West, they're playing better going into the playoffs, and I feel like the top teams are not playing as well.
Gotcha.
So I feel like once the playoffs start, a lot of these seedings not gonna really matter like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the home court maybe, but I feel like a lot of teams is really playing better. Like you look at a team like Houston, they playing good. Memphis, they get shit done. But honestly, I feel like the whole West. I ain't giving no Houston for 10 nothing like that, but I'm just speaking facts on that. But I'm just saying, even with the Bucks, when Dame got hurt, everybody said, "Oh, the Bucks was done." But Giannis, he's stepping it up.
And I heard
Giannis been there, done that.
They said Dame might come back too. They say Dame probably coming back.
I feel like it's a lot of these teams that we sleeping on, from like the Magic, the Pistons, and stuff like that.
The Pacers.
And I feel like
the Pacers.
I think that shit only matter on the East though. Like I think I love your point. The point you make. I feel
like that Wild West, anything can happen though. I feel like the number 1 team. I feel like number 18 could probably beat the number 1 team in the West. Depending on who the 18 is.
I'm not mad at that.
I ain't disagreeing with that.
The only reason I would disagree with it is because I think y'all sleeping on OKC, but I understand the point. I understand the point.
I think it depends.
Can we go
I understand your point
without
though,
OKC?
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to hear
he said
about
he said
OKC and James Harden no more.
Huh?
Who is
I said I don't.
who the number 2 seed out west?
OKC and James Harden no more.
Houston.
No. He was saying who was the number two seed in the West. So you got the Rockets at number 2, and then I can't remember who number 7. They would play maybe the Clippers. They would play the Clippers.
I want to say Clippers,
So then,
Timberwolves.
And then you got the Nuggets that'll play the Warriors, I believe. It could be the Warriors. I can't remember who's it might be
Lakers
right now.
Lakers and
I think the Warriors went up. The Warriors like number 5, number 6.
It'll be Lakers and Warriors.
Minnesota.
Man, Zell, say what you. Zell,
No. Hold on. Lakers number 3. They'll play Minnesota.
Okay.
Spanking that shit.
Who's spanking who?
We spanking Minnesota. Fuck you talking about, Red?
Oh, okay. I had to make sure. Yeah, I had to make
sure. Specific. My fault. I put a name on it.
Denver play the Warriors, and the Rockets play. I don't know. It's between the Clippers or Memphis.
I think the Nuggets and the Warriors gonna be the only good series.
That makes sense.
Out of the first round?
I can see that.
Who
the Clippers played again?
They play Memphis. It's in. I think they in the play-in.
Houston got a belt for everybody.
I like the Clippers.
Got a belt for everybody.
Kawhi been kind of hooping right lately, bro. Kawhi been kind of hooping.
I've been telling them.
Kawhi been kind of crazy.
Why are you talking about Kawhi when James Harden got better numbers than him?
I'm just saying. Both of them.
I don't want to hear James Harden.
No one trying to talk about James Harden.
If you gonna get flowers to Kawhi, if you gonna get flowers to Kawhi, give flowers to the best player on that team.
James Harden or Kawhi? Which
I want everybody to lie in this motherfucker. I want everybody to lie in this motherfucker.
Kawhi, and I don't even like Kawhi. He's a winner. He's a winner.
Hey, call out the matchups, Red. So you got look, you got Thunder Grizzlies, Rockets, Clippers, Lakers, Timberwolves, Nuggets, Warriors. That's the West. So yeah.
All right, so do the prediction.
They still got the play-in.
I know it because the Mavs. They got the Mavs in the play. Mavs and the Kings in the play-in. I'm just calling it if it was to just be if it stayed the same. The Mavs at number 9. Yeah, the Mavs at number 9.
The Mavs gonna win the play-in.
Yeah, the Mavs at number 9. So yeah, bro. Rockets and Clippers could be a really good series.
The Thunder beating.
The Thunder and the Grizzlies can be a really good series, bro.
Like, I think all the series in the West are competitive. Everybody in the West is
real good, man.
Everybody in the West is competitive.
I want the Magic to play the fucking
Cleveland.
Cavs.
Yeah.
Oh, they at 7 now. They jumped up.
Cleveland did the right thing. They don't want to play. They don't want to play Orlando. That's their kryptonite.
Cleveland done let me down though. I ain't gonna lie. I think.
But I feel like Atlanta can probably do something with Cleveland too, for real.
I hope so. I sure hope so.
So do Orlando? Do
I
Orlando?
got some faith, but I don't.
It's a long shot for sure.
It's a long
East
shot,
week, though.
yeah, but I'm
I felt like
hopeful.
the
What's it,
East
Red?
week. The East week,
The East,
for real.
it just. I think it's only weak because we sleeping on.
And he talking about, my fault, Zil. I forgot you, East nigga.
What?
No, I'm just saying, as an East person, like the East, everybody knows the East always been the lesser team. You know what I'm saying? We always been that.
Whoever get hurt,
I got
whoever
the Pistons
get
beat
hurt.
the Knicks, man.
But you know what? I was gonna say that about Kawhi. It's on. He only one knee swell away from not playing. No, that motherfucker swell up every 4 games.
He's sorry as a bitch ass street clothes. Fuck him, pussy ass bitch.
Let's say he don't get injured, then what? How far can he go?
Why don't get injured?
He
I don't think they
Stop using that word. Stop using that word. Stop using that word. If bitch ass street clothes.
Well, don't say we ain't gotta say if he playing.
So when Kawhi,
what you got, Lil? What you got, Lil? What's the 6, Lil?
Houston is 6, man.
Houston is 6. I like him in Thompson, bro.
Rockets and Clippers,
him in Thompson and Goon. I think the Rockets beat the Clippers. No problem, bro. No problem.
Get him the fuck out of here, gentlemen.
What if they do beat them?
No. I got it. With Kawhi, look, and I hate James Harden. But with
James
Kawhi,
Harden,
what's crazy? I don't even hate James Harden. Ted make me hate James Harden.
I'm gonna say he don't hate James Harden.
Look, I got them beating that Rockets team just because of those two guys. Like if they're
Rockets
healthy,
got 4 games at home. They're not losing, bro. They got 4 games at home.
If they healthy, bro, James Harden and Kawhi can beat them.
I want to see that matchup though. I want to see a man Thompson guard Kawhi. I want to see that.
He gonna strap them stiff ass cornrows up.
Listen, I don't even like Kawhi. Barbecue chicken.
Them stiff ass cornrows.
Y'all sleep on the man Thompson, man. Come on.
Listen,
y'all sleep, bro.
Hold on, look. This is my point. I'm not. Listen, he cold. He is cold. But Kawhi is a professional scorer. He don't do a lot. He gonna use his body. He gonna use his size and just get to his spots. That's why I like
that man is healthy.
I don't think y'all saw Ben Thompson just strap up SGA. He just strapped him up the other day, had left with 22 points, man. He just look. Kind of crazy.
A man got a little bit more size than him. That bump different with Kawhi, man. Kawhi
strong. I ain't mad at that. What you got to say, Lil? Lil had something. What you had, Lil?
No, I was gonna say what you said.
Yeah. He just strapped him, man.
Barbecue.
I think the winner come out the West though, y'all.
The winner come out the West. No, hold on. I don't know. I still got the Celtics.
Go back to back.
I got the Celtics winning again, bro. They got the best team in the NBA.
Oh man.
You know, I was about to say something, but I changed my mind.
Boston's the most complete team out there.
They the most complete.
They got Celtics.
If you think about it, I was going to say the West gonna be so competitive, bro. By the time they get to whoever team
gonna be banged up.
Boy, you tired.
And the Celtics gonna pretty much skip and hop, jump through that motherfucker. They might get them off. Yeah,
raise another banner for that purple and gold. You hear me? Raise another banner.
I want us to get one.
Y'all gotta go through so many teams. Y'all gotta go through so many teams.
The only time the Lakers go right.
Hey, y'all look. As y'all can see, panel, I'm a Lakers fan, but I ain't one of them crazy ones like these niggas. It's gonna be tough for us, bro. That's all I'm saying.
See the thing that work out. It may work out. Y'all play the Nuggets. The Lakers might play the Nuggets that second round. If they
second round.
So OKC beats Memphis. Who y'all got next round? How about that?
I think we got something for the Nuggets this year though. With them two, I think we got something for the Nuggets this year though.
Okay, see, my bad, Ted. I said that wrong. They'll play them at the Western Conference Finals the way it is. So if Thunder,
who would they play first?
If the Thunder win, they'll play either the Nuggets or the Warriors. If the Thunder win, yeah,
they can beat the Warriors. I think, man. I don't know.
I like them against both of those teams.
If I seen Luka get them out of there last year, I definitely could see Steph or Joker get them out of here this year.
Who is them? The Thunder?
Man,
The Thunder way better this year, though, Ted. It ain't the same Thunder team.
Ain't no way better.
Hartenstein and Alex Caruso at a different layer.
You think Michael Jackson, fake black guy Isaiah Hartenstein gonna fucking be a difference?
I forgot he was black.
Hartenstein really black, man.
Hartenstein is really black, but you put Hartenstein.
I don't care. I don't care what he is. I don't care if he's Dominican, American. Well, I don't care. I don't care
about
white,
blue, green.
I don't give a fuck. He's not the difference.
You
But
get
I got
listen,
okay.
but you take Chet Holmgren off of him is what I'm saying, and you have him helping on the double team or just helping the rebound. That changes things. That's what I'm saying.
I
Hey,
seen
the
I
same way
seen
you,
I
the
seen
same.
Jalen Green have a clinic on Chet and Isaiah.
I'm gonna say this. The
Why
same
you
way
throwing up
you feel about the Cavs.
Jalen
The
Green?
same way he,
Chet Holmgren didn't guard Jalen Green.
the
Jalen
same.
Green.
After he blew
Go ahead,
by
get y'all
Lou
argument
Dort
off.
1,000 times, yes he did.
What? Hold on, Luka Doncic is nowhere. I'm sorry, not Luka. Joker is nowhere near the athlete that Jalen Green is. So he can contest. Chet Holmgren can contest a fucking Joker
Hey,
layup.
man.
This, I was trying to say that shit without laughing.
This might be disrespectful, but I think OKC and I think the Cavs both fools go. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
I think the
So you
Cavs is
think
cool though. I ain't rocking with
you
your
think
OKC, but I do think
I say the Cavs, but I feel like OKC has a slight advantage over the
you
Cavs.
think the Kings can beat the
Who
OKC?
does OKC
Kings?
have an advantage over? Zay? I'm asking. Who you think
No,
they
no,
got
no.
the
I'm
advantage
just
over?
saying, just with their experience, like since
Oh,
then, like, they just can't keep losing in the playoffs every year like that. But
they go
if so,
they
they
go
just not
it's a
really.
law of
they gonna win.
averages. It's
They
a
gonna
law of
win.
averages,
They
man.
go
They gotta win
they gonna
something.
win around. They gonna win around. They gonna get put out second
Oh
round
yeah,
exit.
yeah, yeah. They definitely win the first round for sure. But I
Yeah,
feel like
second
this.
round exit.
But
Second
I
round
feel
exit.
like I say this, and I know Ted don't like this word, but if OKC can get over that hump, SGA and them, then that's when SGA gonna really be that person to talk
Some
about.
stars are gonna be born this playoffs, man.
Yeah,
Some
Or
stars
that's
deleted.
what I
gonna
can say.
Or deleted.
or deleted.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, look. Last thing, then we ride out. Last thing. How do y'all
Hey, that's
feel?
crazy. Pause.
What
Yeah. No
what I
did it.
say?
No did
What
it.
I say?
You
Last
said
thing.
You
you said
said
He
we gonna
last
said
ride
thing
it
and
ride
we
it
out.
gonna
out.
ride it out.
Right now.
I didn't say
Ride
ride
it
it
out
out.
is
I said
crazy.
ride
Yeah, you
out.
did. Kurt.
Hey,
No,
you
you
got a lot,
said
you
ride
got a
it
lot of
out.
YNs.
That's
I
You
crazy.
got a lot of
I
YNs.
missed it.
YNs don't think that's crazy,
Look,
man.
last
Crazy,
thing.
man. Crazy,
Ja
man.
Morant. How do y'all feel about the Ja Morant finger pointing guns scenario? Are they overdoing it? Is he overdoing it? How y'all
Has
feel?
this
Go
ever
ahead.
hurt you? Does this
Hey,
hurt?
it's been
Does this
it's
hurt?
been it's been it's been eight. I seen it on the I just looked it up yesterday. It's been over 20 players that do their celebration before he got this investigation. They only doing it because it's him. That is some bullshit.
But even in
And
like,
then my fault is it. And all he did was shoot back. He got shot at
Hey,
first. You supposed
let
to be able
Leo
to
go.
defend
Let
yourself.
Leo go real quick.
Go
self-defense,
ahead.
self-defense.
What you got, Leo? What's up?
Bro,
He said self
John
defense.
Morant is already the image of the gun point.
I have
He
five
can't.
now.
He know he can't do that, bro.
Man,
can't
Okay,
do that,
Leo. I was
bro.
gonna say
Talk that shit,
I'm on Leo's side on this one, y'all.
Now,
But
Leo's
listen,
right. Leo's right.
y'all
Can't
niggas
do
so
that,
PC, man. Fuck that, man. How everybody else
bruh,
can do it, but I can't do it.
listen,
And
because
we,
he
can't
got
do it,
caught
bro.
with a gun. Because he
He
got
already
caught
got
playing
caught
with
with a gun,
guns.
man.
Listen,
hold on, bro.
go ahead, Rick.
They
Go
got
ahead, Rick.
pictures. They got pictures of LeBron James with guns.
Huh?
Pictures. It's pictures online. Look it up.
I see LeBron with a gun.
But he not
LeBron,
waving
Listen,
them on
AI.
Instagram Live.
He ain't doing
Listen, bro.
this.
I thought LeBron
Listen,
was a
bro.
poster child.
Listen,
He
bro.
running
What I'm saying.
like this.
Listen, what I'm saying. He's the poster child. So everything with LeBron is cool. I'm
Oh,
not the
Red,
poster
don't do
child.
this. This ain't got
I
nothing to
know
do
No,
with
Mil-
no,
LeBron.
no,
This
I
ain't
know
got
no.
Carmelo
nothing to do
Anthony
with
got a gun with his
LeBron, bro.
bitch ass.
I'm finna make it make sense.
Go ahead, Red.
He didn't hurt nobody. He didn't do nothing. It was a legal firearm.
I ain't mad at that.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Hey,
Listen,
It was a baby in the stands, man.
We live in America, dog. We are
hold
the
on,
most
Red.
gun. We live in America.
Listen,
We the most gun-totingest motherfuckers in the world. That's why
I'm
they
not
got the
mad at it
Second
though.
Amendment.
But Red, listen to this. If
they
your
said put that
job,
finger up. Put
listen,
that shit
Zell,
up.
if your job tells you, hey, bro, stop posting pictures with guns and we gonna suspend you, and you get suspended twice for doing that, then it makes sense that we don't want you pointing guns at the crowd
DJ,
because we've already
The N-
reprimanded you for that.
DJ,
the
his
This is
pop,
your
NFL.
his
hold
pop,
on, Zell. This is
But
your job. Let's be clear. This is your job. This ain't like a side hustle. You work for them, and they say,
you know the
"Hey, bro, stop doing that." That's like
you
to
know
me.
the difference.
That's like me robbing a bank, and then I get caught, and then the next time somebody see me
Hey,
with a ski mask on,
You know
y'all say,
hey,
"Hey,
Red, hey,
don't wear that ski mask." It makes sense because I rob banks.
I'm
I'm a bank robber.
I got some. I'm a fire back. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My bad,
Leo,
my
what you
bad.
finna say?
I'm sorry. Go
it's a difference from doing this on the side of your hip than doing this.
ahead.
Buddy Hill did it though.
He doing some
Hold on. But
nah,
let me
battle
say
rap
this.
shit. Bigger
But hold
but
on.
he
nights.
healed, but he healed in
Bigger
regular.
nights.
But he
Look,
healed one like this.
and he pulled the
Not
AR on him. He pulled the AR on him. Fuck him. But anyway, this is what I was gonna say. This is what I was gonna say. This is why I don't like it. This is why I don't fuck with the NBA and the commissioner and the NBA. Because I just said that y'all hate the commissioner and how soft he is.
Yeah.
In the NFL, when they want to ban something, they ban it league wide. Stop making this shit personal.
Yeah.
So if you
I ain't
want to
mad at
do
that, Red.
something,
I ain't
if
mad
you
at
want to
that.
do something,
I ain't
do
mad
it
at that.
across the board. Don't do it to
Yep.
one person, bro. That's
Agree with
bullshit. So that's my only
ain't got no
argument to
kickback.
it.
That's a fact. That's a valid. That's valid as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my point was gonna be like how hard is it really to just stop doing it? Like, is it that necessary that you like? Oh, I made a shot. Nigga, these motherfuckers is coming out.
The only thing I would say with that is
Go ahead,
John
Zay.
Morant's pops is on the sideline doing it with him. That's your
That's what
father.
I'm
So it's just
saying,
like
bro.
your role model not even telling you
but
not
he-
to do it.
He don't care. He got
think about
courtside seats.
but think about this shit though, y'all. I just want y'all to really think about this shit.
Period.
It's the perfect analogy to when I'm busting your ass. Like, think about it. 3 to the head with Melo. J.R. Smith, when he do the little wind up, he was shooting the gun back in the day with the 3. Like, they all
That
do
wasn't
it.
no
Even
three. That was an
even-
arrow,
No,
motherfucker. That was a bow and arrow. That was a bow and arrow, motherfucker.
I'm talking about when he used to be with the Knicks, when he would get on the knee and do the little wraparound. He used to do
Yeah,
it.
the love.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is,
And he like look up or whatever.
so what I'm saying is a perfect analogy, bro. Like, even in, we go back to football, to you. They used to do the shoot and like,
Yeah.
we busting your ass, we shooting you down. Like, I don't understand why it's a big deal.
Even
I
though
agree,
I think Westbrook used to do that. Westbrook used to do the little gun thing, like blow it up and put it back in his pocket type shit.
And,
You
and
know.
if you gonna keep fucking with y'all, like I said, make this shit a league ban. Stop making it personal.
That's
why
the part.
I don't like this
where I agree
commissioner.
with you at, Red. They should make it a
They
league.
got to do a league wise here.
But I personally, I understand why. I feel like I understand why they hold him to a higher regard is just because we've already suspended you for having guns. So to us, it's like you playing in our face as a judge.
Well, let's do this then.
But I agree with you though. I can't even.
No, I'm
like
with you.
I agree.
But I want to do this though with the NBA. You're holding this dark cast of a shadow over a single individual head that hasn't done anything illegal yet.
And he did his
But
time for it. Being real.
He did his, but listen, he did his time and he hasn't done anything illegal. Nothing illegal. He didn't get in trouble. He didn't hurt anybody. You got Miles Bridges who beat a bitch up and y'all gave him a contract. You got Casey. You got, and he rapped about the shit. You got what's the nigga name? Kevin Porter Jr. beat a bitch up, gave him a job back.
Yeah.
So all of this shit that we talking about, the niggas that's actually doing shit and getting convicted of it or being actual criminals, you're not bothering them.
You're not
bothering this dude. That's valid,
bothering
bro.
this dude.
That's valid as fuck.
And
he did nothing wrong.
Too, so like,
They need to go mess. They need to go mess with Ant-Man, and they need to go mess with Zion for messing with these big booty ass, looking at horny ass.
We can't do that.
Horny ass niggas.
Zion baby mama ain't that bad. He ain't bad. She ain't bad. She ain't bad as Zion. Zion bitch be like an ant. We ain't gonna do that.
Zion, he look crazy.
We can't do that. Hold on, because I'm on child support and I want to get this off my chest.
Go ahead.
Talk your shit.
I am 100% in agreement with what this man did, even though I feel like you should always be a father to your kid. But I get it because she thought she was gonna hit him over the head, and he reversed Uno card of that.
Uno reversed
Uno card of that.
Take this money, I'm done.
Because for one, he gave her the bag up front. He gave her the bag up front, and she didn't go get the abortion.
Say it,
go ahead.
I think
you got four.
This man is 23 with one child and three paternity cases.
What's different than him and Tyreek Hill?
Go sit down. 40 ass nigga. Go sit down.
What knees, boy? Listen, he jumped that high and still got weak knees. Can't pull up out. Get up out of there.
Hey, look, man. What you doing? I'm in agreement with both of you guys because both of y'all niggas and good situation, good relationships. I agree. But dog, EJ, let's be 100, man. I won't be 100. I want us to be 100. EJ, us coming to the league at 18, 19 years old, that amount of money, we'd have been some goddamn fools.
I'm wilding out. Absolutely.
Yeah, come on, man. We can't do that. Yeah,
I say this. I say this. It would have only took me one time though to make that.
Yeah, it would have took me one time.
It would only took me one time, not four. I ain't doing that 4 times.
But that one, the only one he got. Is all them other ones his or just this one was his?
Bro,
he got 4 kids.
He got 4? Okay.
He got 3 cases.
Yeah.
He got 3 cases.
No, I know he got cases, but I was asking was they his because just because he got a case,
they need to talk about Miles Bridges.
But if we being honest though, even if he got 4 kids, Ken, what did he pay 1.8? He can pay that 1.8 2 more times.
They need to talk about Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges got a girlfriend, right?
That 1.8 got to be gone too.
Miles Bridges,
my fault.
Miles Bridges got a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
She like 5 months pregnant, and his baby mama got twins, and that's the one that he whooped on and got suspended or whatever the case may be. And the baby mama came out and put him on Front Street, was like, hey, look, I'm pregnant with your twins while you out there doing paternity or whatever the hell shoots with your wife or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, man, he literally fucked up.
That's a separate conversation because what happened to keeping it
going.
P? What happened to keeping it? They don't make them like they used to.
Social media, baby. Social media, baby.
You knew what this was when you signed up.
Hey,
don't be hitting me up. Talk about. Go ahead, Reed. My bad.
No, go ahead.
But
to Ted's point, hey, Ted, but to your point though, that baby mama that almost cost me my livelihood, bitch, sit up and go in the corner. Sit down and go in the corner. Leave me the fuck alone.
You can't say that. You can't say that because he popped it raw again.
Listen.
That shit good. That shit good.
Hold on, listen. Listen what I'm saying, Ted. I'm not disagreeing with getting the pussy. I'm not mad at him for getting the pussy. All I'm saying is you shut the fuck up over. Look, you got the pussy, but you shut up and sit over there. And I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you, but shut the fuck up. Don't go public with this because you're not getting no bag.
How you gonna post a picture of the baby bump the same time the wife did the baby bump?
Because both of you all was pregnant at the same time.
And no Diddy, your caption was got popped by the same eggplant. No Diddy. That's what the caption was. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. They need a KD style trophy wife. They need to get the KD style because they got the game. See the Dreas and the Ruby Roses of the world.
They fucked the game up.
Bro, I just think that Ant-Man and Miles Bridges, they need new glasses. They just running into all these different. They running into all these damn walls and shit. She ran into this wall.
Ran into this point though, man. I mean, no disrespect, lady. These women gotta keep it. These women gotta keep it P, man. Back in the day, nigga had a brother that lived down the street. You ain't know to the funeral, man. Shut the fuck up, man. You getting paid. What the fuck are you talking about?
Granddaddy, we live in the same neighborhood. He got a whole other family down the street.
We've been best friends for 32 years. That we brothers. Like,
look, I need a kidney transplant. Well, your brother stay down the street.
Hey,
that's real.
You think that's your uncle? You think that's your uncle?
Right. The whole time it's your brother.
You think that that's your motherfucking uncle?
Oh, man,
all the time he your brother.
But I don't say
your brother.
Go ahead. I'm about to hang up on y'all.
Before you go,
Uncle Scoob out there tapping your mama. You ain't know. You think that's your goddamn uncle?
If you keep it player, I just feel like this. This is how I was raised. If you keep it player, because we was talking about this situation, you keep it player, you get more out the deal. Like with shouting them, you keep your mouth closed, you keep my name straight. I don't mind taking care of you. Now with just 1.8 million, I love how he did it because I know a lot of, like I said this earlier, a lot of baby mamas live off that child support for their monthly, week to week, whatever. With this 1.8, now you got to learn how to budget, baby.
Because if you blow it up,
hey, and you pay it now the way inflation, it ain't a high number. Oh well, this went up, so I need this amount of money. This that.
Because if you blow that M, that's on you, not him.
On you.
And he signed off everything. He not legally obligated to do nothing anymore. So you tried to play the game, play the system, and he reviewed.
That's tough for her. That's tough for him. But I think
that's another.
I hope the baby. I hope the kid don't see this. You know what I'm saying? Because everything on the internet, the kid.
He's gonna see it for sure.
I hope they.
The kid gonna see it as soon as he get to first grade. They're gonna be like, "Yo,
I'm gonna clean.
I feel for the kid more so than the girl.
I'm gonna clean it up though real quick. I feel like right now this is a bitter young man. He's hurt. Well, not bitter. He just hurt and being childish at this point. But I do feel like at some point he gonna come back in and get his child life. Now I will say this as a man.
Maybe
as a man, you shouldn't be his prior old lady, the lady he with now. She shouldn't be gloating and doing that shit with him. She should be telling him, "Hey, bro, be a man, take care of your child. Even if I pay you the bread up front, take care of your kid up front."
But you gotta understand, they both kids. They both kids though, bro.
She not.
No, this lady 40.
33.
No, the baby mama. The lady that's asking for the child support, she's double his age, but I'm talking about the story that he's with.
She's 30.
His old lady 30 something. His old lady like 32.
My bad.
So what I'm saying is,
grown.
You shouldn't. And because I was just talking shit on the child support side. I'm just bullshit with the child support side. But I feel like you should always be a father. Do what you gotta do for your kids, regardless. Like I said, I ain't mad at him for giving the money up front, but he still should be in that child life.
Yeah.
And I think he's doing this. And I think he's doing this to rid himself the headache because I know that shit can go left with these.
She must, she must be really annoying for you to be like, "Hey, bro, I don't want to be bothered with you at all." Like
Lil Baby been talking about her in the last 15 songs.
Why fuck her though?
I mean,
you know why, Ken? Come on, man.
Come on, man.
We know the answer.
Hey, Ken, we know this the industry, bro.
I
They
go
recycle the
outside,
same women.
Ken, because it's nice.
Cause she got a baby by a little baby too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Lil Baby be talking about her in all the songs.
Man,
Yeah, like so think about it. She got a lot of superstar boyfriends. I mean, baby daddies.
That's the way that whole talk. That's the way that whole talk, bro. No, I'm not. No.
I want you,
Ken. You would fall for it, Ken. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I think see, Ken.
Let me go do my research.
Ken is straight, man. Yeah.
All right, man. Look, man, I'm gonna let y'all boys go, man. That was good. That was good. This was a fire one right here. I think I'm gonna post that job. We gotta say it like a 15-minute. You know what I mean? And drop that bitch like that.
So when you do it, get this on there too. Cause I'm hitting the nigga with the AR. Hey, you talking about?
Put the picture like this. Hold it. Niggas
You got a motherfucking bazooka.
Got him on the shoulder.
Put that on the cover. Guns.
Put that. What's that? Don't be a minute so I drink his juice.
Oh yeah. Put that on the cover.
Do we have a problem?
What they say? What they say?
Boys, man. Oh,
what they say? Ricky.
You say Ricky?
That'd be a good one. I might have to do that.
Hey, do the Ricky shooter, but put Ja Morant.
Put Ja right there. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
That's hard.